Good morning, everyone. We are about to go over this Nicki Minaj live, right? And I went over a little bit of it, but then I started seeing Joe Budden podcasts and other people and how they reacted to it. So I think I'm going to go backwards. I'm going to go look at what people said about her and then go to um, what the actual interview said because I want y'all to hear this backwards. I want y'all to see the way people are reacting to what she said, and then I'll play what she said, if that makes sense. But I'm gonna have to put an overlay up because I'm not going to be too favorable to the Joe Budden podcast, so I don't want them to flag me because I don't understand when people object to what someone is saying that they say they cool with. This is why I don't like superficial friends and superficial fake people. Because if you're gonna go online, you said he said he had a lot of people calling him, right? Nicki and him is in the same rap industry. He should be able to get in contact with Nicki and say, "Hey, homegirl, what's up? Why was you thinking what you thinking? What's going on? Give me some insight." But to get up on a show and automatically say, "I'm done," you done because of what this woman feels and think and stood on? Here it is, a black man that's supposed to protect black women is upset and didn't even articulate why. I was listening to what their responses are, and they keep saying she just came up with a narrative. They didn't say, okay, here's what I disagree with, here's why, and here's what I would love to talk to Nicki about. Let me open up my platform. He's automatically done. So it sounds like he's drawing a line and making an alliance to me. Because if this is your sister, I'm not done with my sister after something I don't understand that she's saying. It's time to have a conversation. I'm not just done. Mark Lamont Hill, he's supposed to be the educated one. He's done. Nobody said, let's have a conversation with Nicki. This makes no sense. But it makes sense. So let's play what Joe Budden and them said, and then I'm going to give my commentary on it. Hold on, y'all. I'm cooking some breakfast. Yeah, man, I had to stop my breakfast and burning up my house.
Is a federal thing.
So we're about to get into just the audio of Joe Budden and the guys on his podcast. All these politicians work together. I know that. That's why we shouldn't be getting mad at them, Nicki. That's why we shouldn't be canceling them. Each side they go to golf and have lunch and smile together. After they talk shit about one another, they go hang out. So why would we cancel Nicki? I don't understand that. Why not just have a conversation with her? Okay, girl, I understand, because there's a little bit of cosplay on both sides. They're going to hug up and love up on the black person they find that's speaking their talking point on both sides. So why in the hell would you cancel Nicki? I just don't get it. I don't get it. But you're not going to cancel the person that get loved up on by the Democrats, that they make Meg Thee Stallion come out and shake her ass and twerk. That's a better representation of what Nicki said. We're not going to let nobody back us into a corner. Like, it's kind of weird to me at some point. It's kind of weird. I've been saying this for years. We cancel each other. We're the only community that cancel each other. White men stick together. Black men, we can't wait to disavow each other. Let some black man would have slapped their wife like Dana White did. All of the simps would have came out. Oh, hell no. Hit a black queen like he hit every black woman in the world. White women stood down. They ain't say a word. White men stood down. They ain't say a word. It's only us. They got to get online and do it to us. I make no sense, and that means you should go.
So don't be talking crazy to me. Maybe I might be bringing the style interview with your life.
Let's say she went out there. You by now you've seen it. I got a bunch of phone calls about it.
I bet.
I'm out. I'm done. That was it. That was it. Sorry, I'm gone. I'm gone. That's it. The last dance. That was the last candle on the cake for me. Sorry. Sorry, Barbs. Sorry, Nick. Don't call me. Don't text me. It is what it is. Sometimes.
This is the type of friend I would never want. I say something and then they jump online. Hey, sorry, Kwame. Don't call me. Don't text me. Well, nigga, man, my response would have been like, nigga, fuck you. The hell you mean don't call you, don't text you? Who are you? That's the type of friend y'all want. You say something, they don't want no conversation with you after that. Don't call me, don't text me. That's the same thing Tom was talking about. These guys have these alliances that they have to abide by. They have these alliances and these groups that they form that they have to disavow you in public. I told y'all what was going to happen. People are not going to say, Nicki, come talk to me, sis. What's going on with this situation? They're all going to start getting on their podcast. The ones that got mainstream dollars attached to them. They're all going to disavow her as if she just said the ultimate sin. Because, you know, I thought the smart people said to beat what you're supposed to do is have more conversation. That's what I thought the smart people said. But no, they want to act dumb. They say, fuck her. Just send her to the abyss. No understanding of why she said what she said. Even if there's a discrepancy and a disagreement about what you, because anybody who talks, even the people you like, if they talk long enough, they're going to say something you disagree with. If that's all it takes for you to be gone, you never liked that person in the first place. Imagine you doing that to your kid. Oh, soon this little motherfucker say something I don't like. Or you whipping them into shape. Imagine you doing that to your husband or your wife. Soon she say something wrong, this bitch out of here. Or are you whipping her into shape? And vice versa. Are y'all all in little small coats where you all got to think and say the same shit? Because maybe that's why I'm single. Because I'm going to say some shit because I got my own brain. I don't give a damn if I get married. I don't give a damn if I'm in a relationship. That don't mean that your brain now is my brain. That don't even make sense. We're supposed to have conversations around I'm unsubscribing from Kwame Brown. All right, cool. Unsubscribe, but you ain't got to tell everybody. Bitch, it ain't going to be a firestorm. Just unsubscribe. That's the thing. Just do it. This is about conversation and not being controlled. You talking about unsubscribing and Republicans. That's your brainwashed dumb ass. I don't want you around me anyway. We talking about people being able to think whatever they want to think, say whatever they want to say without your scrutiny, without your backlash. You can have an opinion about it, but that's it. That's how life is supposed to work. Not that you sit up here and take away from somebody else because they're doing what they want to do. It makes no sense.
How y'all move around out there does have an effect on how I view you. And this was one of them things. I'd be a fool to think that you didn't consider that before you did it.
I'm sure.
Which just says to me that you really don't give a fuck. I'm even more baffled. I don't even know how much of this conversation I could have, but they're so anti-transgender, which is confusing to me because I've been to the Nicki concert.
That's the thing that fucks me up.
I'm so confused by so much of what was said on that stage.
Yeah, I watched the whole thing, hoping that maybe it was going to be impartial or there was a reason that maybe.
That's the
me because I've been to the Nicki concert. So anti-transgender, which is confusing to me because.
Okay, so the first talking point that Joe Budden brought up, he says he's making an accusation that Nicki Minaj is anti-trans. Let's write that down. Let's keep that in the back of our mind. Nicki Minaj said something in the video that was anti-trans. Okay, so when we watch the video, you have to point out or figure out what it is that Joe Budden is thinking that she is saying that's against trans people. Okay, so I believe this is the reason why Joe Budden is disavowing her in the way that he's doing, and then the reason why he don't even want to have a conversation with her because of the first line right there what he just brought up. Because if they think you're disrespecting trans people, you got to get the hell away from these people. In the mainstream media, if somebody says something about trans and make it seem like they're saying something about trans, you have to disavow. And I want to know what it is that she said about trans people. So we'll play it in a minute.
Because I've been to the Nicki concert.
That's the thing that fucks me up.
I'm so confused by.
Are you saying boys should be okay with being boys? So that's what that he's saying is anti-trans? So just a blanket statement saying boys should be boys. This is what Joe Budden is saying, anti-trans. Okay, well, I haven't heard the whole thing yet, so I'm gonna save my comment. I'm gonna wait till I hear it. But if that's the case, that's fucking crazy. But that would make sense that Joe Budden would run because Joe Budden has a mainstream podcast that's probably attached to a lot of. This is why you can't take nothing these people say serious. That's attached to all of this money. That's attached to all these corporate dollars. Joe Budden can't tell you that, hey, there was nothing wrong with what she said. I agree that boys, heterosexual boys, should focus on being boys. Nothing wrong with that. We want to have marriages. We want to have families. What's wrong with that? But I'm going to wait and see if that's what she said. If that's all she said. But Joe Budden's, if that's the case, if that's what you mad at, nigga, you not like us. That'll be the issue. You a weirdo. If you want to tell your son that it's not okay for him to be a man, then you're the weirdo. That's not taken away from anybody that's trans. Be who you want to be. But it's okay for them to be who they want to be as well, Joe Dummy. If that's what you're saying.
So much of what was said on that stage.
Yeah, I watched the whole thing, hoping that maybe it was going to be impartial or there was a reason, but she was just echoing a lot of the shit that you would expect to be echoed.
I remember
highly disappointing.
Oh, same.
Yeah,
extremely disappointed.
I'm not disappointed.
Very, very anti-black of you. Very anti-black of you. Let's just call shit.
Okay, she's anti-trans and she's anti-black. Okay, is he going to say what she said that was anti-black? Is he going to say what she said that was anti-trans so that you can have a conversation around it? Or is he just going to label what she said and name call? I believe they're going to do number two. Most people don't love people they have of them. They hate them? I don't know. Idea? I don't know what's going on. I'm about to smoke my swagger. But this is the reason why I don't want a lot of celebrity friends. When they're tied to corporate dollars, their mouths are controlled, their opinions are controlled. Even the way they go about handling situations are controlled. Because if this was your sister, if this was your friend, you have a conversation with your friend. You invite her up on the show. You treat her like a woman. You treat her like a black woman. You treat her like a woman. You say, hey, come up here and let's have a conversation on why you're saying what you said.
what it is. You were saying?
Oh no! I'm not disappointed just because I've come to expect
had no
it.
expectation.
Yeah, or I expected that. Unfortunately, I remember when I first criticized Nicki a couple months ago, and I said she's doing these MAGA talking points. She sounds like a MAGA person, and the Barbs came after me like, "Why are you saying she's MAGA just because she cares about X, Y, and Z?" Is she MAGA now? She's at a turn.
But these people tell on themselves and don't realize it. Okay, if you're assuming she's MAGA, then what are you? Because the opposite of MAGA is the Democrat abort all babies, transition all kids, block puberties before they got them understand what they want to do. That's what you represent. The opposite of MAGA is destruction. If that's what you represent, so which one is it? And why even say MAGA? What I heard a clip of Nicki Minaj said, and it was just a clip. She was talking about Christianity. So why are you talking about MAGA and not Christianity? Because that's what she was speaking about. When you got Kirk Franklin saying that the lamb and the lion will bow down to the goat. You got Kirk Franklin, who's supposed to be a religious man, that all you guys are running around talking about Kirk Franklin and all these people in the church house. Somebody ain't goddamn grab a hold of Kirk Franklin by his ear, sit his little dancing fake T.I. hip-hop wannabe ass down and say, why the hell did you say the lion and the lamb will bow to the goat, and slap the cowboy shit out of him for saying that? Because the last time I checked, God don't never bow to no motherfucking goat. That's the sinner, ain't it? But everybody want to fake like they so black power. Everybody want to fake like they love black people. When you watching these demonic some bitches put messages in front of you in the church, put messages in front of you everywhere. And then you get mad at the people that point it out because you like the people who said it. Make it make sense. These motherfuckers don't love black people. They're in love with the Democrats. They have a Democratic agenda. They don't have no black agenda. Everybody talking about, let's get together, let's vote one way. We can't do that because everybody wants you to vote Democrat. I'm not voting for you to transition no goddamn kid before he goddamn understand what his nuts can do. Are you crazy? I can't do it. That's against my soul. I can't do it. And no amount of money can make me say something different. But a lot of you, it make you say something different. A lot of yous, it make you say something different.
Turning Point conference. She's talking to Charlie Kirk's wife.
Talking about how handsome Trump is.
How handsome Trump is.
No, she went crazy.
She was called JD Vance an assassin, which is a weird thing to say.
I know these niggas ain't player hating. That sound like player hating. What kind of man, if a dude get in my business because another girl said I'm handsome, I'm gonna think you gay or something. What the fuck you worry about what another broad think I look like? Do you guys not know how weird y'all sound? You have a problem because a female said another man was handsome. That's her fucking opinion. Sound like you niggas baller blocking to me. Sound like you niggas player hating to me. That's player hating. Since when we go around talking, girl, that nigga ugly. That's lame. You used to be a rapper, Joe Budden? How are you sitting up here participating in something so lame? Beautiful one. Shout out to you, beautiful one. When did the black community become the trans community for kids? The world is sick, KB. Thank you for standing up. I don't understand this shit. It don't even make sense. What they saying don't even make sense. She's talked about black heterosexual boys, the one that want to be boys. But we're going to hear the whole thing. Nothing wrong with a woman telling her son that it's okay to be a boy. Fuck is wrong with that? That's crazy. But hey, this shit is crazy. Now they stopped and said, she even said Trump looked handsome. So if she said Trump was ugly, she can go to the cookout. Man, y'all got to grow the fuck up, man.
Crazy.
To the woman whose husband was just assassinated.
That was a very awkward.
It was just, you could
30
pick any
seconds.
other word, right? It was like, oh, what is happening here?
Didn't she? All little girls mattered when
Yes.
talking about that. It was a hot ass mess on that stage.
It was.
That's exactly
like there's no way to sugarcoat it.
Right.
I'm done. I'm off.
And I think part of that is because we respect Nicki's mind and her autonomy. In other words, I don't think she's being duped. I don't think she's a patsy. I think she knows exactly what she's doing. She's making a choice, and I strongly disagree with that choice. And so I can't rock with it. I still think she's a great MC. She's probably top 10 ever for me. Male, female, dead, a lot, whatever. I think she's just a great artist. But the choices she's making in life are stunningly disappointing over the course of her.
Mark Lamont Hill is a guy that says a whole lot of nothing. It's stunningly okay. Mark Lamont Hill, instead of using all these word salad and words that mean nothing, can you explain to us the exact words that Nicki Minaj said? This is why I can't get with the people that claim to be smart and then they don't say nothing smart. You should be able to break down. Nicki Minaj said this. This is what I feel about it, and this is what I have a problem with, so that people can actually learn from both people's perspective. The only thing you're doing is saying you don't agree with her in a bunch of different ways. That's not teaching nobody nothing. Who gives a fuck what your personal opinion is? Tell us why. Tell us what she said, and then tell us why you're upset about what she said. But to tell us all the decisions that she's making is just so disappointing. What about some of the decisions that you make? Like, I don't understand this shit. We supposed to cancel her because you feel like some of the decisions she's making is disappointing. That woman is grown. Be disappointed with yourself. Be disappointed with your kids. Be disappointed with the people that you care about in your life. You don't give a fuck about Nicki Minaj. We can see that by the way you're talking about it.
Career, although over the last year, it's exactly on brand what we would expect.
Yeah. I ain't got too much. I'm off.
Yeah. I wonder what the fuck is going on.
Yeah, like for me, it's almost like somebody got one up on you.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
yeah, everybody make bad decisions at some point, but these type of friends, they're gonna be off you. They're gonna get on camera and say, "I'm off you. Fuck that. I'm not even talking to you no more. Don't even call me." These are the type of friends that these are. When you make a bad decision, they off you. They're not going to talk to you. They're not going to try to coach you through it. That's when you really need a friend. They off you. Man, please.
It almost seemed like somebody leveraging you to do or say some of these things. I don't know them personally, so I can't make a judgment call. It just seems like it's so hard pivot.
Yeah.
That it was just like, what? Like a lot of the other people
seemed like it was so hard pivot. So it was like, what? Don't you think that's the perfect opportunity to invite her to the show to find out why? The who, the why, the what, the when tells you everything you need to know. You might not like the responses, but it's going to tell you everything you need to know. Why did you cheat on me? That shit, baby, that nigga pimped me down, got more money than you. That's what your wife might say. You might not like the answer. But it'll give you everything you need to know. But that would have been the perfect time for them to say, Nicki, I don't understand this hard pivot. We have a huge platform. You went over there to talk to Erika Kirk. Can you come and talk to our people and explain to us the hard pivot? Tell us how you came to this conclusion. We know you have a son. Is he being did he come home with a book of some sort that made you feel this way? Did someone talk to him in class or something? You know, let her come up there on your platform and tell you what it is that got her to this hard pivot, as you say. Because some people said this is not a hard pivot for her. And some people said they already seen this coming with Nicki. But you still should have a conversation with her.
People that shocked me doing this, you know, it was like, okay, you got some legal matters. Yeah, some legal shit going on. That's what I was thinking.
You can almost, I don't want to say justify it, but I see why you're doing what you're doing, even if I disagree with you.
Right.
This one I can't call. Yeah. I just can't call it.
So there've been some.
She's trying to get her peoples back in the States. Yeah.
I was going to say that I've been hearing there's a political play here.
Yeah.
First, people said pardons, which didn't make sense because the people in her life who have been incarcerated, whether rightly or wrongly, I'm not trying to get into personal business. Those are state crimes. So that didn't make sense to me. Although the failure to register is a federal thing, but I don't think you go on all this.
You might. I didn't know that.
Yeah, failure to register as a offender somewhere is a federal crime. So that would be the only federal piece. But all the original crimes are state crimes. So I don't think she'd be doing it for that. Getting people into the country could be an angle. I don't know.
I don't think you'd have to go this far.
I don't think you'd have to go this far for that.
Yeah,
this shit is.
I think she just might. Again, I don't want to assume that she might just believe this. She could be sincere and believe this shit.
He don't want to assume after making 3 or 4 assumptions, but he don't want to assume. Hey, I don't want to assume, but I'm just gonna throw 3 or 4 assumptions out there. But then I don't want to assume she might just believe this shit. Now deport her, all this other shit. Why not just have a conversation with her? This is amazing, boy. This is supposed to be the black community, and you wonder why slavery happened. If we can just somebody that don't agree with us, then it's F that person right off the rip. Then how easy would it be to go back to slavery? When half of y'all think you're so smart that other people that say something different than your opinion, you wish everything negative on them. You don't even want to have a conversation with them no more. You just done. But if Nicki was up there stripping, if her head was between her legs while she was saying what she was saying, then probably they won't have a problem with it. If she ain't have her legs crossed, if she had her legs open with her panties showing, they probably would listen to everything she say then. Because as long as a black woman naked and shaking her ass, then we pay more attention and don't see that as degrading at all. All these grown-ass men, even educated-ass Mark Lamont Hill, he see nothing positive about what she did. Only talk about what you disagree with. Supposed to be an educated man, don't find a through line nowhere. Hey, when she said this about that, I agree with that. This is why I agree with that. Nothing smart. Just, oh, she believed that shit. Are you kidding me? This is what black men have become. You get your black ass up on stage and just find the negativity and the disagreement and not the through line in a conversation, and you educate it. We all can find what to disagree about. Niggas been fighting for 40, 50 years. But can we find what the fuck we agree with? Salute to you, Will. Man, shit for 30 months. It's sad now being conservative and loving God is the wrong way to go. It seems like that's what they're trying to tell us. The devil is a lie. Salute to you, Miss Coco Preston. Yeah, she was up there shaking her ass, turned around, talking about she wants some throat babies and tickled the back of her throat. You know, Joe Budden loved to be in a strip club. So if they were talking about tickling the back of her throat, I'm defending the tether. How am I defending the tether? Dreams Basketball said there's no such thing. What do you say? There's no so-called black culture. It's not a real thing. We are just brainwashed and keep trying to hold on to all we know. If we break down what black culture means today, no logical person would agree. Hello, amen. Hello, what the black culture is. Tricking young boys into doing crimes that old niggas scared to do. Tricking young girl, putting Molly all in their champagne. They don't even know it. That's what our culture is. Shake that ass just like your friend, bitch. Yeah. That's what our culture is. So, baby, I'm trying to bust all on you. We love all that shit till it's our daughter. Yeah, we love all that till it's our daughter. We fight for a culture that's destructive. I don't get it. I know that's a white boy, but he gonna get all the black girls. Shit, you already know. A white boy act like a black boy, shit, them girls gonna go dumb. He fucking everybody in the hood. You know that. White boy come through, shake that ass just like your friend, bitch. Yeah. You know everybody, all the chicks finna go crazy. Come on now, stop fronting like you don't know what's going on.
I just disagree. And I think it's disgusting and disturbing.
It's over, yo.
Yeah, I'm done.
Yeah,
I'm done.
I didn't watch it, but I seen enough.
I ain't see the whole thing. I saw enough clips though that it was like, huh?
And the clips were not out of context either.
Yeah, this shit can't be serious.
That's why I watched the whole thing. So I'm like, well, maybe there was some clickbait shit on the internet or something, and she was doing some broad shit. And no.
Here's what I don't get, and you just started talking about this. I'm thinking about how it plays out with her fan base moving forward. Her fan base is disproportionately LGBTQ, or LGBTQ people are overrepresented in her population, right? I mean, there's just a lot of people, and they're not all trans, but even just a regular gay person.
Yes, speak to it.
You know, who just doesn't like hearing trans people talked about that way, or make you think, well, if you think that about this person, what do you think about me?
Yeah.
All of this plays in. I'm like, how much of the base is going to feel alienated from this? And legitimately so, from the shit she's saying on stage and the shit that she's tweeting, you know, about boys being boys. And some of that was about traditional masculinity, but some of it was about trans stuff. And she's made that clear. So with the Gavin Newsom criticism. So I feel like she might be cannibalizing her own fan base doing some of this stuff. I don't know how it'll play out. We'll find out.
Do you think they'll turn on her?
That's the question. As somebody who lived in a cult, maybe not.
Yeah, I don't know, bro. I think
Nicki's from the islands, right?
Trinidad. I think some of them people have that level of fan base where you can do no wrong. Even if what you're saying is wrong to me, I ain't going nowhere.
When are they gonna take time and tell us what she said that was wrong to them? Or are they just gonna go back and forth, passing the mic, and everybody saying how they don't agree with it? I haven't heard anyone yet pick out a part that Nicki Minaj said and says, here's what I disagree with. What is the problem? What is the problem with people doing that? What is taking so long for them to get to that point? This is why I know they're full of shit. Mark Lamont Hill, you watch my show. As soon as I said something was wrong with you, you text me. So you watch my show. So hit the link when I drop the link, please. You're an educated man. You don't need a script, do you? Come holler at your brethren. I want to know why you didn't say anything educated in this whole conversation and you dub yourself as the educated man. I didn't learn anything from you in this conversation. You didn't say, this is what Nicki said. Here's what I disagree with. You didn't come up with theories. You didn't come up with references. You didn't come up with nothing that'll get us to understand that this was a smart conversation that you was having. Come on up here when I drop this link and let's have a man-to-man conversation, because I don't think you should have did this. Okay, brother, your opinion is that I'm slow. My opinion is that I don't know you. But my understanding is that you stay in my chat and I don't watch you. And they say they didn't watch her. They didn't even watch all her clips. Sound like feelings to me, Mr. Brown. Yeah, you didn't even watch everything she said. So you're ill-informed. You're just watching clips of it. You might not even got to the part where she was talking about the Bible. They might not have shown you that clip. This don't even make sense. You men watched a clip of what this woman said and you done? That's a shame. Shame on you men. That's why us men look weak the way we do now. No backbone. That's why our communities are soft. We wait no men in jail to take care of our community instead of the men and women that build it. Who's building the black community? The men who build the community are supposed to take care of the community, not wait no niggas that go to jail. That don't even make no sense. But I see now the new grift is to go get a bunch of degrees and just sit online and point out the problem. You ain't going to be in the motherfucker with your sleeves rolled up helping fix the problem. You just use your degrees to masquerade around like you're smarter than people when you can't even fix your goddamn self.
Some of them are that locked in.
I guess where my brain be stuck on is an ounce of black is black enough for me. A drop of black is black enough for me.
Okay.
So when you stand next to certain people that have made their agendas very clear as it pertains to black.
So a drop of black for you is enough for you. An ounce of black for you is enough for you. But if they don't agree with you, then fuck that black person. Because you made up a story that they agree with their agendas. Remember what Joe Budden said? He said that they agree with their agendas. Nicki Minaj is going to go on stage and tell you why she there.
Okay.
So when you stand next to certain people that have made their agendas very clear as it pertains to black people, then that means you're complicit.
Yes.
Or in agreement.
Okay.
That too.
If you're not in agreement and you look like you in agreement, you're complicit.
You're complicit.
So either way.
And it's hurtful when people take all of that equity built in black shit and do that with it.
Joe Budden has been compromised. This Negro ain't saying nothing. This is a whole lot of Negro babble. This is stupid. This is, I'm going to protect my job and my money, so I'm going to disavow Nicki Minaj. Talking about she ain't black, beautiful one is right. Cardi B ain't black, but because she said the right thing, Cardi B is the sister. If Cardi B say something wrong, then they'll talk about she not being black, her not being black. This is crazy. These grown men sitting here sounding like this.
Maybe they don't view that drop of black like you do.
Still right.
I don't know. I'm not making
everybody don't rep black. Black is not a monolith. Everybody don't rep it the same way. I'm only talking about my views in terms of people that I rocked with stamping something a little too hard for me. I can't.
So then what do you...
Brother, you hit the nail on the head. They have no basis to their argument. The bottom line is that they hate the fact that she supports Trump, period. 100%. Now she's a tether. Now her husband is this. Now this and this and that. All of which they all knew. All of which they supported her through it. Now it's a problem because they want to control the voices. Black folks, some of these Negroes are the new slave catchers. These are some gatekeepers. They make a lot of money. They soft. They jello. All they do is go after black people. They don't do shit in their community. Yeah, they might hand out turkeys, but they ain't in the community. They ain't nowhere to be found. None of the kids can see them, see that they real, touch them, learn from them, grow, see their story, see their journey, and be like, okay, I want to be like that. This is sad. Yellow belly ahi tuna. These men are just mad because this woman likes Trump and they were told not to like Trump. Yeah, Kamala was a tether, but they don't care. She was black. They cuss you out to tell her she was black.
I wouldn't be able to sleep at night. I can't watch that and then we on the text on the, are you nuts?
Yo, dog,
you don't know me or my family.
This got on
this
the
has
stage.
Greater ramifications than any one of us. They talking about listen, all of it is a campaign. I mean, if you know what they're doing, Trump is, if you thought Trump was bad, now they're talking about the Vance Kirk ticket. And you know what they're saying out there. I'm not even political man, but I know what they're saying out there. So
man, Vance just went up there and was like, now we no longer have to apologize.
Now white. We don't gotta now we don't have to apologize for being, we don't have to be guilty or apologize for being white. Since when did white people ever have to apologize for anything that they've done for the United States throughout the world?
Fam, they changed history books to erase what they did.
Yeah, what are we talking about? The world. Apologize or apologize. No, now we don't have,
now we no longer have to apologize.
Now white. We don't gotta now we don't have to apologize for being, we don't have to be guilty or apologize for being white. Since when did white people?
Huh? I don't understand the statement. They don't have to apologize or feel guilty for being white. Hard to admit that they have clipped black men. Yeah, man. Why should anybody have to apologize for being white? Why should anybody have to apologize for being black? They never challenged Vina and Serena's blackness for marrying white men, but they will challenge someone's blackness for not being a Democrat. It makes no sense. I told you, it's all about who we like. Serena and Venus Williams make the black community look good because they're two dark-skinned black women that made it. So they're going to keep them in good graces. They don't care that they married a white man. Hell, they look at that as an up anyway. Marry one of you dirty Negro. They look at all white men as up above us. Come on now. I don't know why they should up here in front. Now, the problem is going to happen if you marry a white woman. Now you hate your mama. You can't stand your mama. Kamala Harris can do it. It's good. Barack Obama could never have a white woman and get in office. It was because he had a big tooth, ugly black woman. He can get in office. Excuse me, Lord. That was my comic relief. That's going to get me flagged.
Whoever have to apologize for anything that they've done for the United States throughout the world.
Fam, they changed history books to erase what they did.
Yeah, what are we talking about?
You know what they're talking about. It's a dog whistle, and it's a great it's a great marketing campaign.
It's a little louder than a dog
when you're trying to exactly.
Yeah, that's a whistle.
But it's great marketing when you know you're saying something else, really.
Shit is crazy. And you stood up there next to that.
And echoed it. She said, just because I want little brown girls to feel good about themselves, that doesn't mean I have to put little blonde, blue-eyed white girls down. As if that was ever the argument. It's a stupid straw man. Yeah, and of course, if you look at her isolation, it sounds like she's just saying love everybody, which fine, but it's the all lives matter point, as you said earlier. It's like you're making it seem as if black people or people on the left or progressives or whatever are trying to tear down white people, that white people are under attack.
Or trying to oppress them. Like, it ain't the same. It's not that.
That's not what it's about. No one's ever questioned the beauty of blue-eyed, blonde-haired white girls. That's never been a problem.
Just online not too long ago talking about some little black kids. Like, it's too much now.
Cardi's kids.
It's just too much now.
That's what you're saying.
I don't have to know what's going on under the hood of the car, but it's too much. It's too much for me. I'm off this train. I'm off this wagon. Have a blast.
I love when Joe brought up the fact that she was just on the internet talking about, and she just treating people the money, and she got this.
So y'all heard that. Joe Buttons is done. He's pissed. She done got dang on messed up. She done let all these people brainwash her. So let's hear some of the things Nicki Minaj said. I got some clips too. Since they were listening to clips, I got clips too. I got a clip of what Nicki said. I got a clip. Let's see how bad this clip was. This got to be. Let's see if this match up to what Mark Lamont Hill and Joe Budden said. Because I noticed that they conveniently left out what was said so that people can get an understanding of if they agree with them or not. So they brought up clips. Well, let me get a clip. They didn't watch the whole damn thing. So let's see.
How have you been involved with speaking about politics? What was kind of the turning point for you? Yeah.
What was the turning point? Well, I just got tired of being pushed around. Yeah. Sometimes you just get tired of it, and then you realize, wait a minute, I have something inside of me that's stronger than what's out there. That's right. So when you've had enough, you realize, wait a minute, why do I even care about these people and what they think? Who are they? They don't even know who they are. So I'm not going to back down anymore. I'm not going to back down ever again.
Amen.
So why wouldn't those gentlemen say, okay, Nicki Minaj felt like she had to back down? Back down from who? She's a black woman. She shouldn't have to back down from nobody. How come they didn't even bring up this clip and say, Nicki, sister, come up here and talk about why you felt like you was backed into a corner and you felt like you had to back down? No, they didn't want to talk about that. Okay. Okay. So I got another clip. They talked about clips. They want to clip up Nicki Minaj and deal with her based on clips. So we're going to deal with it based on clips too. And then we're going to do something different. We're going to watch the whole thing after we get the clips. Because you shouldn't be speaking if you can't see the whole scope of what she was trying to say. So, but we're going to get clips first because all they watched was clips. Not your damn business. What's up, cuz? All right, we have another clip that's about 1 minute and 53 seconds. Let's get it. Let me go a little bit faster so we can be under the fair use guideline. Boom, fair use.
Some fun words for Governor Newsom. I have to read these tweets because they're amazing and they are so funny. Okay, first one, we'll do this one. Unless you want to read it in your own voice. I think it'd be really great. Okay.
Oh, Gabby Poo, it only gets worse from here for you, buddy. It's the end of the road for you, my love. Get on the nearest jet ski and let that beautiful hair blow in the wind. It'll make you happier than this race that you will not win. Enjoy life. Peace.
Okay. One more.
Why not?
I noticed something. Nicki Minaj can read. Cardi B, wait a minute. So we following Nicki because Nicki can read, goddamn. Thank you, Nicki. Nicki fine, beautiful, she can read. Y'all following motherfuckers say, wait a minute, hold on, wait a minute. Give me a second. And she wrote the shit. So Nicki can read.
Imagine being the guy running on wanting to see trans kids. Haha, not even a trans adult would run on that. Normal adults wake up and think they want to see healthy, safe, happy kids. Not Gav, the Gav nots. Gav, not in, Gav out. Send in the next guy, I'm bored.
You know what? Nicki Minaj would be great at reading children's books to kids. Like, she's really animated. She animate at the right explanation point. Like, she's really good at reading and showing facial expressions with the words. Like, yeah, Nicki, salute to you, Nicki. Everybody can go crazy on you, Nicki. Salute to you.
So I'm just going to let you riff. Like, I want you to say whatever you want to say, well, Mr. Newsom.
Dear Newsom, we don't have a problem cleaning up the scum if we have to. Please tread lightly. That's what I would say to Gabby Poo.
Dang. Now I'm a Nicki fan because this and that. I've listened to a few of Nicki's songs, but I don't really I listen to a lot of her songs when she collaborating with guys. I don't really, yeah. Now I'll turn Nicki on because them women get hyped off Nicki. So if any man say they don't rock with Nicki, you stupid. Because them girls get hyped off Nicki. They get hyped off Cardi B. They get hyped off all the girls we say is Hoochie Mamas and all this shit. But they get hyped off of. I'm just saying. But let's go to another video because we got the wolf pack in here. Not the wolf pack, but she is she just always upset. Kwame be riding around bumping Nicki album. No, not the case. Not the case. But let's hear some other channels that reacted to this whole situation because they got a collage of people who have come up and said certain things on the topic. And I think it's interesting. That's why I was so excited that Nicki did it, because it's going to bring about conversation. And that's what we need. We need conversation. Sometimes you need that one black woman that's going to be different. And even if Nicki didn't say everything you like, some of the stuff she said, I think most of us agree with, even if you're afraid to say it in public. You may not agree with everything. But this is on this original channel. I think it's a Righteous Perspective, yes. And let's get it. Y'all go sub up.
Shout out to my girl, Nicki Minaj, man. Bravo to you, sister. See, everybody's hating on Nicki Minaj right now because she went to America Fest, and we all knew she was a Trump supporter. I mean, it's nothing new. I mean, even her supporters knew that, but she actually made it known today. It was just a breath of fresh air just to hear her really talk. I mean, honestly, from her soul, how she really felt. And the left's pissed off about it, because the left feels if you're on their side or you're on the entertainment side, then you must be left-leaning, but she never was. And they call it a grift. It's a money grab. Do you know Nicki Minaj needs no money? Nicki Minaj doesn't even need the barbs anymore. Nicki Minaj will always be an icon in the rap industry. This woman left today, she will always be put up in the annals. This is the crazy part. It gets to a time in your career when you truly want to be yourself. You're not here for the music producers. You're not here for the album sales. Nicki Minaj is being Nicki Minaj. It's so crazy that I see a whole bunch of white liberals that are attacking her. I love it when white liberals see black people on the other side, because the true racists truly come out of them. They feel like they can say anything they want to say because ultimately she's going against the grain. And most black.
And that's a fact. You'll think these people love you to death, boy. But the moment you show them you can think for yourself, boy, they face turn cold, and all the dark, deep-rooted malice and hatred just, it be shaking on their cheekbone. They can't take it. They will not be able to hold in their true opinion after you allow them to see that you're not brainwashed. After you allow them to see that you can think for yourself. They go find the closest Negro that don't like you. Hey, y'all be thinking black folks really be beefing. No. It be white liberals done figured out that they don't like this Negro, and they go find the Negro closest to you that act like they don't like you, Tears, and a couple of Negroes, Gil. And those will be your biggest adversaries for no apparent reason. And then everybody else sitting around watching or chuck it up as beef when the other person is just saying, you niggas are weenie dogs. You stay over there. It's space for you over there, weenie dog. We both can have opinions. I'm not talking pistol to throats and all kind of nonsense. I'm not looking to meet up, beat up, none of that. Live and let live. That's it. Live and let live.
People on the left side. So they say what they want to say. All these racist white people out there attacking her.
Wait a minute. My boy Lee gifted 10 Kwame Brown Bus Life membership. Salute to you, Lee. Appreciate you.
I love it when white women talk about black people's issue and what we're supposed to do or what we're supposed to say. But when Nicki, who's a black woman, points out her opinion, they get pissed off about that. Hey, man. Y'all can't stop them, man. You can't stop the movement. Black people are not relegated just to be on the left. And honestly, white liberals don't have that hold as they used to have on the black community.
He's right about that. Now, they used to have it all 100% Negro, you get out of line. Somebody in the black community stump your ass out. You get held back from a job. And I really appreciate Nicki doing what she's doing, because she's going to inspire other women. There's been a lot of women out there just afraid to not be a part of the sisterhood. There's not been an other side of that coin. No other celebrity as famous as Nicki Minaj has come out publicly and sat down and said something like this. Because black women stay on cold more than anybody. Black women as a whole have been voting Democrat over 90%. So if Nicki Minaj can make another black woman feel comfortable enough to say, you know what? I'm comfortable having my own opinion now. I don't give a damn that you don't like me. I don't need to be in this sorority. I don't need to be faking like I'm at the cool kids table. I'm going to really be a cool kid. I'm going to think for myself. And I'm going to say what I feel. Because not many people doing that. Many people are just being quiet. And they'll say, oh, I just don't talk politics with friends and family and relatives. Well, who the hell do you talk politics with? You know what I noticed? Black folks don't talk politics at all. That's an unwritten rule that's going to make you fight. Well, goddamn it, let the fighting begin. Because politics is what run the world. Politics has its hand in everything that involves your life. It's how you get zoned. It's how the food get. Everything is determined by politics. So why are we the only one not in politics? Why are we the only one got to go to the cookout and always talk about LeBron fucking James and Kobe Bryant and Michael Jordan and how many shoes we got that's sexy and all this dumb shit that don't mean nothing? While white folks, we always want to talk about what white people do. While white folks sit down at the table, bring out the damn newspaper, take out the money section, and they'll talk about it at the dinner table. They'll talk about the Dow Jones, the S&P 500, politics. They talk about everything. That's why their kids vote the way they do. We don't do that. Why? Oh, I forgot. We got to keep up with the Kardashians and where the next party at. Girls is on the way where the Bacardi at. No, I can't forget about my club. Where the party at? Where the party at? You know we ready for the party. And you lame if you ain't ready for the party. You talking about building and shit, nigga. You talking about goddamn, you don't want to be out here seeing girls shake their ass because you got daughters now. You lame, nigga. I'm supposed to get lame when I understand a little better. Whatever you call lame, I call it lame drinking out the top of a toilet, nigga. That's lame to me. I call it lame when a nigga say, turn around, spread your ass cheek, lift your balls up. That's lame. When I started getting away from girls that would take my mind to a party, you know, I started being around women that can have a conversation that's a little bit different than just about what they seen on Instagram or what they seen on this television show. When I can talk about some real estate and some shit that I'm trying to accomplish, and she can actually add to the conversation. She can actually point me into directions of an attorney or this, when she can actually help and add substance and not just a fat ass. You know, it was kind of great. Black voter equally testify white progressives. Equity terrifies white. Oh, black voter equity terrifies white progressives. Why do you say that? Why would it terrify them? Well, don't they want us to think for ourselves and pull ourselves up by the bootstraps? Don't they want us to pull ourselves up by the bootstraps? So, Mel Dell, why would they think that? They would want us to be to be together and to pull ourselves up and be as one, don't they? Oh, my bad. Mel Dell got Mel Dell. Hey, I done pissed off Mel Dell and Beautiful. Shit. Hey man, I'm sorry. I won't ask that question though, goddamn no more. Boy, he turned up in the chat. Hell no, hell no. Everybody, hell no. Hey, my bad, y'all. I'm sorry. Let me play this video.
Ultimately, black people are naturally conservative. It's just we've been brainwashed so long by the left that we've conformed to what they believe in. And honestly, when it comes to a lot of black voters, they don't even vote on the issues. They vote because of a party. They believe that Democrats are on their side. even though they're not. And that's the crazy part about it. So, Nicki, shout out to you, my sis. Again, I'm going to always support you. See, the crazy part about it, those that she might have lost, she don't realize those that she might have gained.
There's a lot of people in their feelings feeling like, hey, Nicki Minaj, she just lost a ton of fans. On the flip side of that, she's probably gained a few. Just keeping it a buck. Now, I'm someone, don't listen to Nicki Minaj music, don't listen to hip hop like that. I'm pretty much done with that industry. I'm done with that music. It's just not for me. But
facts. I ain't all the way done yet. Because it's something about when I'm picking up a weight or something. There's something about listening to Raw Wave and Kevin Gates and some of them rappers that just make me feel like I can just throw weight through the wall. And it just seems like without the music, though, I don't have the same energy. I don't know. Maybe that's my excuse. You know what I mean? And sometimes when I'm turning up, I listen to some of the music, but my ears are getting a little tired of listening to that jibbity jabbity. I listen to mostly old school hip hop and mostly slow music because I'm a lover. You know, I get by myself, I put on slow music. You know, but if you with me and you like to listen to whatever, you can listen to whatever. I don't mind it. But I do understand it, brother.
I can't appreciate, someone believing in something and being willing to stand up and speak on it, even if it potentially could cost them money, cost them their fan base, cost them a place, amongst the Hollywood elites or the liberal elites out there. Hey, shout out to Nicki, man. But this dude's absolutely right. The main people in their feelings are white liberals. Obviously, there are some black women out there that are upset about this as well. But the main people are white liberals. I need y'all to see this because this right here just goes to show you everything that you need to know about these people. They got Nicki Minaj confused with Cardi B.
Now, this is the people that's supposed to love Cardi B. They don't even know who they talking about. I don't listen to R&B, too soft for me. Well, damn, you don't got a woman? You don't be soft with your woman? Damn, gangster.
Hey, come on now.
Bro, if you can't even tell the difference between Nicki Minaj and Cardi B, maybe you should sit this conversation out. Ian Carroll posted a video of Cardi B, and this was his clapback to somebody at TPUSA explaining why they gave Nicki Minaj a platform. These are two separate women. If you don't know how to tell the difference, you know nothing about any of this, about either of their history, maybe you shouldn't be posting about it, Ian Carroll. Conservative values, everyone. Look how much attention we're getting for our conservative values. Dude, that's Cardi B. They don't even like each other. Nicki Minaj doesn't like Cardi B. And Cardi B is the one that's like singing about wops and shit. And by the way, in the Bible, don't you recall that there are several women that found redemption through Christ? They met so much that they ended up in the Bible. So you're saying because Nicki Minaj may have had a past, we're not allowed to allow her into a Christian space? Do you think that that's what Jesus would do? There is a Charlie Kirk tweet for everything. He tweeted about Nicki Minaj and how the Democratic Party had treated her. I think if Nicki is trying to find redemption through Christ, Charlie Kirk 150 million% would have invited her to speak.
Just let them talk. They will show you who they are.
That person, Ian Carroll, didn't even know the difference, but they made a whole post about it. So do you think that person really cared? Jeff say, Rod Wave be crying too much for me. Yeah, he got a lot of crybaby songs, but not that green light. Green light. Pistol in the bonnet don't seem right. Live off that Molly can't think right. Yeah, green light is a little more. That song got a little energy to it. Bottom Boy Survivor, Green Light. There's a few songs he got that's, they energetic. I feel like I can lift up any goddamn thing off Green Light. Yeah, I feel like I can lift up, that's how I got that. I ain't gonna tell you how much because that shouldn't even be a brag, but shit, it was $275. My shoulder felt like it was about to come off. I was nervous, but I won't be putting that much weight on it no more. It's not necessary. Motherfucking shoulder ragged as hell.
All right, I'm telling you, let them talk. They will show you who they are. All these folks out here believing that these liberals, especially a lot of these white liberals, are on your side. They're not. They're not. They're some of the worst. They're some of the worst people out there. Think about this. This dude, Ian Carroll, put a post up there talking about Nicki Minaj, but he had Cardi B's photo on there. I guess all women of color look alike, huh? You can't make this up. Let's get into Nicki.
Truly feel that there are people out there who felt good about chastising Christians right here in our country. And it's kind of really, really sick. We can't let people like that be in power, you guys. That's the truth. I can sugarcoat it and laugh and kiki, but the truth is, I am here today to tell you guys that. We absolutely cannot let people who have a problem with us worshiping God, we cannot have them in power. We cannot have them in power.
Wait a minute. How dare Nicki Minaj say some shit like this here? See, her life is just going so far down the drain. Ain't that what Mark Lamar Hill said? She talking about Christianity. They talking about who she up there talking to and who she aligned with. Let's hear this again. Let's hear this again. This woman is talking about an attack on Christianity. They talking about who she talking to and who she like.
You can't make this up about that. Let's get into Nicki.
Truly feel that there are people out there who felt good about chastising Christians right here in our country. And it's kind of really, really sick. We can't let people like that be in power, you guys. That's the truth. I can sugarcoat it and laugh and kiki, but the truth is, I am here today to tell you guys that. We absolutely cannot let people who have a problem with us worshiping God, we cannot have them in power.
So wait a God-blaming minute. You mean to tell me Mark Lamont Hill, Joe Budden, and whoever the other dude was, didn't mention this part? Y'all talking about a clip. Did y'all see this clip? Nicki Minaj, a black woman, is up there saying, sounding like your grandmother, saying the people who think that it's okay and that don't have Christian values and that's going to get against Christians, they should not be in power. You guys didn't mention this. You guys said for her not to call you. You guys said for her not to call you, said she was against the black community. This sounds like something my grandmother would say. And then you said she disrespected trans. I'm waiting to hear that part. My first 430-pound bench press was off Young Dog. I told you. I ain't the only one. Salute to you, bro. That music, you be like, oh, what? Yeah, that shit is, hey, that music be electric. Nicki is an illegal immigrant from Trinidad. So what? I still agree with what she's saying. An illegal Indian immigrant in Kamala Harris almost won the presidency. And we got a lot of immigrants in office. Ilya Omar married a brother. We don't want to hear none of that. She's a brother. you know, we used to calling people a dirty mother. Now we can actually say Ilya Omar is a dirty brother. I ain't gonna say the rest, but y'all get it. They done put it out there. She married a brother. You ain't got to say allegedly. I don't want to hear nothing from an incest, dirty brother. Joe Budden, you in line with brother. You know what I'm saying? Brother effers. You align with brother effers. Now they gonna be mad about this. Y'all say Nicki Minaj's life is going bad, and you people are aligned with brother effers. Would you F your brother? I'm gonna start asking everybody that talk about they Democrat and all that. So you down with effing your brother, huh? That what you down with? You nasty summer mo. Kwame is definitely a part of a group of Republicans. No, I'm a part of goddamn keeping it all the way 1,000. Wow. Both sides got some fucked up shit going on. You guys have been only listening to CNN highlight one side of it. Let's highlight both sides of it. Ilya Omar is a brother effer. Now, how about that? Y'all don't ever want to say it on both sides. Now, the only person I don't want to be mad with is that ghetto fine ass Jasmine Crockett. Now, see, I like them dance moves and all that shit she was doing. Hey, you can have your own opinion, baby. You still fine. Ghetto ass. I like it. Shit. Yeah, they done told you everything about Trump. He said he'll grab him right in the coochie because he's so famous. All kind of stuff. They tell you everything. Tell both sides of it. Ilya Omar is a brother effer. Goddamn, Bill Clinton was all in them hot tubs. Look like he like a hot tub, and it's like, if my wife wore pantsuits every day, I might be in a bunch of hot tubs too. I don't know. I'm just saying. But yeah, that's a shame on Joe Budden. Shame on you, Mark Lamont Hill. You didn't mention this one time, you so-called educated Negro. This woman is talking about Christianity. You guys are the ones who put out a narrative. You guys are the one who's upset that she likes Trump and you don't. Get over it. Grow up. Stop whining like grown-ass babies and have a conversation with a woman with a different opinion than yours. Her opinion is she liked Trump. Her opinion is Trump is handsome. I don't think no nigga would look good. No Negro in the world look good to me, black, white, whatever. I'm not into men. So why are you guys, what kind of men you guys like? Since y'all don't like her judgment on what Trump looked like, what kind of niggas y'all look like? Green-eyed niggas, puff daddy type of Negroes? Like, what type of Negroes y'all like? Because I don't like nail one of y'all. I think every Negro in the world ugly. Yeah. I'm the finest thing walking. I'm not into what men look like. So why are y'all? Yeah, they like Trump not handsome enough. I mean, she can't at least say it, goddamn such and such. Like, what is wrong with y'all? This is the last MAGA chat on the internet. We're not no MAGA chat. We just like to be able to call things down the middle and speak freely, if that's okay with you. See, you the type that need to get your brainwashed ass up out of here. You keep trying to label us something. So I'm going to get your labeling liberal dumbass up out of here. We ain't saying what you saying, sir. We just people in here talking, just like you could talk. But we not labeling you nothing. I ain't here labeling you an ugly son of a bitch. Even though that's what I think, I kept it to myself. But you want to label us something because you don't like what we're saying. A lot coming out saying Somalians are incest. Yeah, they some brother. Yeah, we can't think freely. We can't have a difference of opinion because you want to label us something. Now, I'm going to tell you my opinion since you labeled me. Yeah, I'm going to tell you my opinion now. And we do have some MAGA supporters. He said, I am MAGA, and I'm proud to say it. I'm not anything. I support the policies that's going on right now. But if MAGA or whatever y'all want to call it, change their policies, I support policy. And I want people to understand that. I'm not going to speak their talking points and their labeling and their grouping of people. I'm independent that I don't give a fuck about nobody. I like hip hop that say, I don't like N words, I don't like B words, I don't like nobody. When that song came out, I said, ooh. He said, I don't like nigga, I don't like me, I don't like nobody. Nigga, how you want to go about it? I don't like nobody. You got to impress me every time. Yeah, you got to impress me every time. Yeah, this ain't no lifetime contract with me. Every 4 years, you got to impress me. You got to impress me in the midterms. I want something. I'm a bag of bomb when it comes to my politicians. I want something. You niggas don't want nothing. You just want to like them. You just want to know what kind of hot sauce they got in their purse. And if they got some, you just want to know if they twerk. I don't give a hill of beans about none of that. I'm a policy thought. You got to show me the policy. I got to comb over it. I got to see how it'll benefit me and Americans and how it'll affect the economy. And if it don't affect the economy in a good way, then I'm not fucking with you. I'm sorry. So if MAGA come up off of that, I'll be whatever else. Just show me the policy. Damn right, beautiful one. I don't care about nothing else. I don't care if your hair done. I don't care if you got them. Don't even brush your teeth. What's the policy you got? I don't give a damn if you orange. Everybody tell he orange. I don't give a fuck that motherfucker turn blue. Them policies, no tax on tips. I kind of like that. Kwame, you don't even goddamn work at no waitress job, but I know waitresses that work at those jobs, and I know if they got more money to spend, it helps the economy. I'm not that slow. I'm a little slow, but I ain't that slow. I know it's no tax on overtime. I know when my brother already planning a vacation or some more shit he gonna buy, I know that's gonna lower interest rates, and I'm a Negro that's out here in the market moving and shaking, so I know that's what I want. I'm not so closed-minded, always thinking about myself. Oh, I don't have no job that give me no tip. Oh, I don't have no job that I work overtime. Shut up, stupid. You just don't know why it helps you. Just shut up, stupid. Gas prices going down. Shut up, stupid. No tax on Social Security. Shut up, stupid. Don't keep telling me what color somebody look. Don't keep telling me what they said. Don't keep telling me none of that. Because everybody done said something. I'm watching the economy flip through all the hate and bullshit. That's all I care about. Shut up, stupid. That's what I'm going to start saying. That's what I'm going to start saying. Shut up, stupid. Cocaine is very addictive. It is. That's why you shouldn't have tried it. Fraud food in the food stamp. Fraud found in food stamp. Oh, those Somalians, that's all they do. That's all a lot of them do. They just sitting up here robbing this country blind. And then they giving them bonuses. Good morning. I try to tell y'all, invest in silver and gold. No, you ain't trying to tell them nothing. They mad about the 1776 Warrior bonus. Yeah, they don't even want to give Trump no prop. Trump mailed out them checks. Them military men and women are happy. Everybody else mad. Man, good morning. I tried to tell y'all to invest in silver when it was $34. Then 3 weeks ago, I told you to invest in silver when it was $54. Now silver is 71. Man, I hope y'all listen. I ain't listen to nothing you said. I ain't even gonna lie. Damn, I should have listened. I was putting my money in the dirt still, Rodney. I'll put my money in the ground. Yeah, I put my money in the ground, Rodney. I gotta diversify my portfolio. You know, I'm that old school shit. Put the money in the ground. They put a lot of shit in the ground. I gotta start putting it in. But I am on the stocks now. I done took some money out of my stock. Fuck Biz. Hey, I done paid for a whole renovation. Fucking listening to Biz. Thank you, Biz. Biz said, hold the line. I ain't telling him I sold that shit and bought a whole goddamn cabinet. Said, fuck that, Biz. I need to see my money working. I punked out, Biz. I bought a whole cabinet. Hey, no, that shit make you some money, boy. Yeah, man. Thank you, Biz. And now I'm sitting there like, damn, I should have left it in there a little longer. Hey, but it did what it do. Shit, that motherfucker paid for something that I ain't even have to pay for. That shit just sat some money somewhere for a little while, and it jumped. I looked at that shit. I said, oh, no. And then I said, oh, yes. And then I said, no, man. Biz said it's supposed to be long term. And I said, no, this motherfucking house is long term too, and this will pay for it right now. Transfer. Yeah, I hit transfer. Hey, yeah, boy, I bought that shit, dipped out, transferred that shit, bought some cabinets. Yeah. Woo! Hey, Rodney, now is it too late to get on the silver train? Do you think it's gonna go to $100? Let me know. Shit. But I got cabinets. Fuck what you talking about. That's what I'm talking about, Biz. See, Biz ain't bash me. He said that's what it's for. Yeah, I know. I still left some in another place to sit. You know what I'm saying? I still left some in another place to sit. I ain't take it all. But it was just fun to see money you just sat there and just left there to do nothing. It made enough money to pay for something. I was like, I'm addicted to that shit a little bit, but I can't. I gotta get down the long game. I keep pulling that shit out, buying shit right now. That shit was in there for like 8 months. That shit made me with enough money to get me some cabinets. I was like, oh shit. Biz on the goddamn 2-3 year schedule. I'm on an 8-month interval. I'm lead it right there, 8 month. Oh, okay. How much can you buy me? No, it ain't enough to buy me nothing yet. Okay, it's enough to buy me something. Gone. I got my money out. Gone. Once you see it, you can't unsee it. That's what I'm saying. You be like, have you checked your style? Like, boy, this shit. My palms be sweating. I'm like, that's my shit. This shit went from 10,000 to goddamn 40. What the fuck? That's mine. And I ain't even do nothing. I was over here pulling trash and all that. Mine. Okay, I'm gonna buy this with that real quick. Silver appreciated 130%. Damn, I should have listened. You haven't touched your stocks this year? Damn, beautiful one. Fine and smart. But see, I don't know. Them cabinets said, them cabinets had a price on them. And I'm cheap. But I said, damn, this right here could pay for all the cabinets. So I felt weak. I got to leave it in there. No, hell, whoa. Leaving it in there got me these goddamn kids. But yeah. Rodney, I need to talk anyway about a flag that I got on 2.0, Rodney. They flagged the hell out of me. I think it's because I said a phrase about an eye. I think he got offended by that, the tadpole thing. I don't know. I got a harassment and bullying strike. Can you please tell me what is what is he crying about this time? Yeah, he crying. It's harassing and bullying. Yo, Kwame, eat more beef and drink creatine while you lift. Go viral again and get on that Men's Health magazine. Put the lean muscle on. I don't eat beef, man. Or I can eat more bison. Yeah, I need to eat more bison because I be cold as hell now. I'm going to start eating bison 3 days a week so I can stop being so damn cold. Yeah, man, I got to start back lifting. I tore my pectoral muscle, so I got to get over it mentally. Mentally, I got to do dumbbells. I might get the 110 pound, 120 pound dumbbell. So that way I can drop that motherfucker. But on that bar, man, my mind just be like, this shit gonna snap again. That was the worst surgery I ever had. That was the worst motherfucking, but appreciate you, bro. That was the worst. What time is it? 9 o'clock? Yeah, I tore my pec.
We cannot have them in power. Tell you guys that. That's the truth. It's kind of right here in our battle that there are people.
Let's get into Nicki.
Truly feel that there are people out there who felt good about chastising Christians right here in our country. And it's kind of really, really sick. We can't let people like that be in power, you guys. That's the truth. I can sugarcoat it and laugh and kiki, but the truth is, I am here today to tell you guys that. We absolutely cannot let people who have a problem with us worshiping God, we cannot have them in power. We cannot have them in power.
How dare you talk without twerking your ass? Nicki, how dare you? How dare you have a conversation with people about anything? You supposed to be twerking. That's what they believe.
All you have to do is look at what is happening in other places in the world. Look at what is being done to Christians all around the world. And ask yourself why people in this country that were in positions of power felt so comfortable to try to take our voices from us. They were that afraid, they are that intimidated, they are that insecure, they are that small inside that hearing us and seeing us worship God irritated them. Our spirit irritates them because when we speak, they get shown up. When the truth walks in the room, the lies hide. They don't come out willingly.
Nicki, what you say, Nicki, what the fuck did you just say?
In the room, they get shown up.
Oh my goodness.
When the truth walks in the room, the lies hide.
Heads go down. Man, I see why they're upset with Nicki. I see why they didn't say what she actually said. Salute to Nicki. Happy holidays, KB. I stand with Nicki. Me too. Wow. Her overall message is talking about God and Christianity, and people are taking the time to find out the small, minute things that they may not agree with, instead of saying, look, okay, I don't agree with everything she said, but this woman was kicking that Christianity, and this is what we need. The way the world going with all the violence, with all the drilling and the killing, the women acting promiscuous, the dudes acting like they don't need a woman. This is what we need to hear. You would think that would be the through line. Amazing. Amazing. This woman that was a part of the secular lifestyle, who is married now, you may not like what her husband did, but this is what redemption is about, ain't it? This is what redemption means. She could have had a checkered past. She could have had whatever else, but Christians are supposed to welcome her with open arms, right? That's what God did to all the people that was closest to him. Paul and all the people that was closest to Jesus, they were murderers. They were unalivers until they received God's grace. Wasn't it? I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe you're only supposed to have people that ain't never did nothing wrong around you. maybe you're just supposed to have perfect individuals around you. That's what they'll have you believe.
They don't come out willingly. You got to pry it out of them.
This nigga say, well, Nicki about to go to jail for something that happened 40 years ago, Rico time. The fact that we all say this and pretty much know it is crazy. Man, this gonna be Nicki smear campaign all year. Salute to y'all by houses, man. That's crazy. It's gonna be Rico. They gonna be watching her husband. They gonna be watching the dog. They gonna be watching to see if her shoes tied at all times. She ain't gonna be able to jaywalk. She ain't gonna be able to cheat on her husband. They promote black women being able to do whatever they want to do, but she ain't gonna be able to cheat. She ain't gonna. They gonna put the video up of her head. Look at her. That ain't no husband. Who is that? They gonna try to. Hey, Nicki, go to Bali with your husband. Hey, you better ask for extradition. They gonna try to get his ass. They gonna try to get her where it hurt, boy. Damn. She a black woman. They ain't gonna too much be able to fuck with her, but they gonna get something she love. I'm telling you now. They gonna get something she love. But the only thing that can check a black woman is another black woman or the LGBT community. And I think that's why Joe Budden said the LGBT part. They can get on Nicki ass. So they gonna use that LGBT card. Kwame, what's the true definition of a weenie dog? Asking for the chat. We need an education. Well, some of us do. A weenie dog is the type of man that always do all this blowfishing and yapping and talking. And in situations where you're supposed to just be a man, because men win and men lose. And you can win like a man and you can lose like a man. And in situations where a man don't be a man in all situations, he only a man with that gun, he only a man with his homeboy, He only man when he front running. That's a weenie dog. Sometimes it's your turn to get knocked out. It's just your turn. But guess what? Hey, I'm not standing behind my wife. That's weenie dog shit. It'd be 9-1 shit. I gotta take this whipping. Run, baby. Ain't no weenie dogs over here. I was trained that certain things you just supposed to do as a man. And if you don't do them, you a weenie dog. You ain't gotta win. Nigga, Mike Tyson lost a fight. Muhammad Ali and all the greatest fighters in the world lost a fight. And you hear a bunch of men talking about, oh, I ain't doing no fighting. How? You ain't no man then. At some point, you got to fight. I don't know what you mean you don't fight. You use that tool, you're going to go to jail. You're going to knife fight, but you going to fight. So I just don't understand men that don't accept that responsibility. I think that's weenie dog shit.
They hide because they don't want you or anyone to know who they really are behind closed doors, because even they know how evil it is to try to deprive people of worshiping God.
Amen. We love you.
There's a reason that Christians are being persecuted. Have you noticed that they will allow anything? You can practice.
The music industry, like Jay the Camel, been trying to take Nicki out. Salute, KB, a real one. Yeah. I used to be a weenie dog. I had some big, strong ass brothers when I was young. I talked that shit knowing that my brother gonna kick your ass. That's weenie dog. You out here, you got an entourage and you just talking shit to people for no reason, just because you know your entourage gonna mow over them. That's weenie dog. That's weenie dog shit. And I hope it's somebody that's gonna stand firm and don't run from there, one of y'all, and they show you that one man can move a mountain. One man can move a motherfucking mountain when he ain't no weenie dog. People keep saying she is doing this for her husband, but they don't realize she could have did this with Joe Biden, especially with her LGBTQ following. She could have faked in. She would they would have worshipped her more. Absolutely. 100%. So that's why that don't make sense. Yeah, well, my brother let me get my ass kicked one-on-one. Oh, that took all the weenie dog out of me. I was blow fishing like a mother. Fuck you, nigga. Nigga was older than me and shit too. I was talking shit. I ain't think I would have to fight him one-on-one. I got 3 brothers right here. F you, nigga. Shut up. Nigga, we'll beat you up. My brother said, hey, man, stop talking like that, man. Man ain't bothering you. Man, nigga, shut up, man. That nigga looked at me crazy. He fouled me. My brother said, okay, well, what you gonna do about it? He gave him the blessing. Fight them one-on-one. Yeah, don't be no weenie dog. Don't blowfish your whole life. Go off your merit, what you can do. And you wouldn't be so boastful. Because once you taste your own blood, you understand shit real.
Whatever you want to practice, you'll be just fine. You pick up a Bible, start talking about you're a follower of Christ, you're a follower of the way, and all of a sudden you could almost immediately become public enemy number 1 in the circles of some of these folks, especially on that liberal elite side of things. Nicki Minaj, for the better part of, maybe a month, maybe a little longer than that, she's been coming out, speaking on what's going on in Nigeria and other countries around the world when it comes to the persecution of Christians. Now, I know a lot of you guys will say, hey, Wise, the word tells us, you know what I'm saying, that because you love me, the world's they're gonna hate you. You know what I'm saying? I know this, but at the same time, I'm also a firm believer that when people show you who they are, you got to believe them. And when you allow people to speak long enough, they'll show you who they are, what they're about, what they support. And so many people have put their heads in the sand in reference to what's going on, in our nation, as well as what's going on around the world. And I think a lot of it has to do with
Boy, he's spitting, boy. Because everybody act like they down with a cause. They act like they righteous until you bring up that cause that they should be down with because it's aligned with what they said. But they align with some people that's not with that. They be like, oh, shit, I'm going to lose my job. Oh, shoot. I'm going to get kicked out of the Divine Nine. Oh, shit. I'm going to get kicked out the Black Caucus. Oh, shit. I'm going to get kicked out the Q Dogs. Oh, shit. I'm going to get kicked out the Black community. Oh, they don't make decisions based on right or wrong. They make decisions based on the backlash.
the fact that the average American lives within about a 10-mile radius of where they grew up at. They're only concerned with what's going on in their little bubble. And I get it. Times are hard. hey, we're doing just good enough to take care of what I got going on. You know what I'm saying? In my household, more or less concern myself with what's going on around the world. But this frightens people. To have a Nicki Minaj go at AmFest and sit down, you know, and speak with the Erika Kirk and be around other conservatives out there, other Christians, this scares the heck out of people. They don't like it. And the crazy thing.
But why? She's just having a conversation. She ain't up telling black girls to go shake their heads. Why is this so scary? If I'm black women, I would sit down and have more conversations where I'm covered and I'm clothed and I'll let you hear what I think. I would take this energy and I would not be used to show my stomach and show my ass. I would say, okay, if this is what you're afraid of, let me give you more of this. Let me give you more of what I think. Let me articulate myself. Yes, I can fucking read. We're the most educated in the world. Let me show it. Let me not just show my ass. Let me show that I'm the most educated. Because they showed y'all a joke when they came up there and Cardi B was
is this. On the left, you get Meg Thee Stallion, twerking. You get rappers and all these other kinds of people. On our side of things, you'll get a Nicki Minaj speaking like this.
We won't be silenced ever again. We will speak up for Christians wherever they are in this world. Amen.
Yeah, amen. 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 Because boy, look at here. They is looking good in them dresses. I'm talking about yes, sir. Oh, I mean, amen, Nikki. Yep, you're right. Amen, Nikki. Hold on, let me just rewind it back. Well, this is how the devil gets you. Because although I'm agreeing with what Nikki's saying, I'm still agreeing with how motherfucking Meg looking. This is exactly how the devil works, right here. Now, see, I hear all that what you saying, Nikki, but I'm seeing all that with goddamn. See, this is how the devil do you. Now I'm in a pickle. Like, this is how you gotta, oh Lord, have mercy, Jesus. I'm talking about, man. Let me see.
You get rappers and all these other kinds of people.
Ever again.
Side of things, you'll get a Nicki Minaj speaking like this.
We won't be silenced ever again. We will speak up for Christians wherever they are in this world. Amen.
Hey, hey, listen here. Anybody got video footage that was sitting behind Meg at the time when she was goddamn. Anybody got that footage? Man, what I wouldn't do to have a ticket in behind. Let me see. I need to slow this thing down. It don't do no justice going this fast. I couldn't hear what Nicki Minaj was saying. I had it sped up. I had it sped up too fast.
Speaking like this.
We won't be silenced ever again.
Hold on, wait a minute. Slow it down just a little bit more, girl. You got damn. Well, I mean, see, it's a hard decision. I'm kind of hearing what Nicki's saying now, but I see what the Democrats saying too. Yeah, I see what the Democrats doing and saying, and I mean that shit working.
Minaj,
I'm visible too. I'm visible.
Speaking like this.
Again.
Girl, yes.
We will speak up for Christians
I understand the Christian
wherever
stuff.
they
Yes,
are
yes.
in this world.
Wherever they at. Oh, girl. I mean, Lord, girl, turn like that. See what I'm saying? This is how the devil gets you. This is exactly how the devil gets you. You get the red or blue pill. Obviously, I'm still on the goddamn. I want half a capsule, half blue, half red. Seem like. Hey, this is how they get you, boy. Goodness gracious. The devil ain't shit. I want y'all to know the devil ain't shit. I want you to know. This is the bargain for the black vote. You can either have fun. Y'all can either turn up and have fun like this, or you can sit down, cover up.
Minaj speaking like this.
Yeah, you can sit down, cover up, talk to white people, or you could turn up with us.
We won't be silenced ever again. We will speak up for Christians wherever they are in this world.
Hey.
Yeah, y'all know.
I know what most people take it. I know what most people take it. I know what most people take it. The super sticker. I see why Clay Thompson can't hit a goddamn 3 no more. And she just walking in the house, stomping around like that while she cooking and shit. Man, I wouldn't be able to shoot. My career is over. I'm now a porn star. Fuck you, coach. I'm going in the gym cussing the coach out. I done done it before. Yeah, I'm not coming to practice. Yeah, man, I'm not coming. She messed up my whole career. I'm not coming to practice with all this. Can she come with me? Yeah, can she come watch me practice? Shit, put her behind the goal. I got them run the court fast as a mother. Put her behind the goal. But I understand what you're saying, though, Nicki. I really do feel you. But I see why Joe Buttons and them, they mad. Boy, Joe Button, fuck Nicki. Shit, she take it anyway. Meg, where you at, honey? Yeah, there's a bunch of old niggas going, we want this Meg treatment. Shit, she married. She sitting down talking about Christ. Yeah, we don't want to hear that. They want this. They want this. Look what Meg doing. She leading the other sisters. I'm talking about you go, Meg. You leading these other sisters, girl.
Wherever they are in
Tell
this
them
world.
girls what to do.
Amen.
She leading a flock of black women in the shaking that. Oh, Lord. That other one in the back there with them little shorts. Yeah, that one right there. Yes, Lord.
Yeah, y'all know she ruffled some.
Yeah, she teaching them girls. Thank you, Meg. Thank you, Meg.
Feathers. Y'all know she ruffled some feathers. Yeah, we got to go there.
These sellout coon rappers are one of the reasons why a lot of black
Sellout coon rappers. Now here it is. Now we know either her mama white or her daddy white. We can tell by the hue of her goddamn skin. Now why all these goddamn half of peanut butter sticks always gotta be so damn aggressive about their blackness? Not all, but some. Calm down, you goddamn jiffy stick. You are hilarious. I don't know how, but she just need to calm her half black ass down. You know what? It'll be a little different if a motherfucker was dark as me, a purebred, a lichen. Motherfucker, you all fuck, boy. Don't make me get to talking. I get tired of this shit right here. Uncle Luke about to give Nicki 7 days or else. I get tired of this beige raised shit right here. Which one of your granddaddy didn't like you, girl? The one that was black or the one that was white?
folks don't trust these rich black celebrities because they'll do anything to get in with these rich, wealthy white crowds.
Now, see, being a darker hue man, I can give my observation too. Since you want to give your observation, you as a light-skinned person, me being a full darky, I'll tell you, you ain't black enough to have this conversation with me. Matter of fact, most black people will exclude your skin color out of most conversations because you high yellow. And I'm pretty sure you heard you ain't black enough. So I believe that you'll say anything and do anything to be down with the real darkies. Yeah, I believe you will say and do anything to be down with the real blacks so you can be black enough. And guess what? They still gonna say you ain't black enough. So calm down, beige rage.
Like Nicki Minaj, 50 Cent. It's over.
So you name the people who are focused on their freedom. You start talking about a 50 just wants to be left alone. Nicki Minaj has, spoke on and utilized her First Amendment right to be able to speak her mind. Y'all upset about it. But no smoke for a Cardi B. No smoke for a Beyonce or Jay or any of these other people who.
Yeah, that's darkies. Although I don't agree with it. I say that's darkies because I know. I've seen it. I'm not saying I agree with it, but I've seen majority of the conversations. This woman, she get into a conversation with foundational Black Americans, like really dark-skinned people, both Black and white parents. At some point, she's going to say something that people don't agree with. And the first thing she will hear is that you ain't black enough to have this conversation. She know it, I know it, and most people that are like that, they know it too. Is it right? I'm not here to determine what's right or what's wrong. I know that's what you're going to hear, though. I've seen it too much in real life, though. That's what you're going to hear. How Nicki staying out of politics when she show up everywhere, even before she endorsed Trump. She said she was staying out of it years ago, but now her true intentions being revealed. You can't believe everything these folks say in real life because look at her now message. Well, some people say she's always been political. She endorsed a Republican, what is his name? Mitt Romney back in the day. So she's always been leaning towards and tweeting out things that's leaning towards Republican, some people say. But don't get mad at me because I'm saying things that are true in real life. Nicki did a gospel song with Tasha Combs. Nicki has been a Christian. Oh, she's been a Christian. Okay. Well, the overall overarching message that I'm getting for her is that she is a Christian and she holds Christian values in high regard. I don't know why those brothers didn't talk about that when they spoke about this. They took out something that they thought was a negative and said, cancel her. So I'm still waiting on the attack on trans part.
Are basically bought and paid for to propagandize people and to push people, in a certain direction. No smoke for those folks. That just lets you know everything that you need to know about these people, man. It's not that they're upset, that these folks have a voice. They're upset that these people are speaking out against
the Democratic Party. And it said, Cardio Royalty said, she just told you why she changed. Tired of being bullied. Absolutely. And that's why those gentlemen never asked, hey, Cardi B, come have a conversation with me. Who are you talking about? Who do you felt like was holding your voice? Come tell us. We're your brothers in Christ. We'll talk about it.
What they think that they should believe in. And it's a problem, man. I have a problem with that. In this clip right here, Nicki Minaj speaks to the racism. Let's just call it what it is. The racism that you hear coming from the left in reference to white people here in America, especially conservative whites or, quote unquote, white folks that are followers of Christ. Those people would be considered public enemy number one to a large swath of people on the left.
We were not being represented and not being admired for our beauty. If we felt like that as Black women, why would we want to do that to other women? Why would we now need to make other people downplay their beauty so that we can feel, no, that's not how it works. I don't need someone with blonde hair and blue eyes to downplay their beauty because I know my beauty. Do you understand? It doesn't bother me that a woman feels and says that she's beautiful. Why shouldn't she feel that? Why have we gotten to a point where certain colors or certain kinds of people have to be afraid of loving themselves and loving the way they look?
I wanted to add this.
Okay, now some people took offense to that. I don't know what was offensive about it, but I'm not a Black woman. I've seen Black women take offense to that. And even on the Joe Budden podcast, they said, well, when does white women ever have to apologize or feel a certain way? I don't know, but maybe somewhere in Nicki's life, she's seen it. Why not have a conversation with her and ask her? Why not? You want to cancel her because you don't think that white women have ever needed to apologize for something? Cool, that can be your opinion, but don't cancel her. Talk to her about it. That's all I'm saying.
Clip right here from CNN because I want you guys to see this. This is Carrie Champion right here to the left side, to the left here. This lady right here, I believe her name is Brianna. I can't think of her last name right now, but she is going to say something, and I want you to see the response or lack thereof from Carrie.
President putting this out there, telling people to sue. That's the question. Because discrimination is bad no matter who it is against. And do we all agree that discrimination on the basis of race or sex is bad? Can we all say yes? Mm-hmm. Yeah, Harry, can you say yes to that?
But crickets. This is daggone shame, man.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow. That happened on CNN? Okay, so Mark Lamont Hill, here's an example of what Nicki Minaj is talking about. I never saw this clip. Let's go back. Here's a white woman just asking, just saying, okay, I agree with you. Discriminating against anyone based on their color is wrong. Can we all agree? Nobody said that.
Something, and I want you to see the response or lack thereof from Carrie.
President putting this out there, telling people to sue? That's the question.
Because discrimination is bad no matter who it is against. And do we all agree that discrimination on the basis of race or sex is bad? Can we all say yes?
Yeah,
Harry, can you say yes to that?
But
the white guy said, he bit his lip. He wouldn't even say it. So, okay, so Nicki Minaj said something that she saw that you didn't see. Now that you see this video, Mark Lamont Hill, do you think if certain white people are going to say, yes, I agree, discrimination is bad, and we don't discriminate, and we agree with you guys, and we don't want to be discriminated against, do you agree with that? Are you going to say, but you still have white privilege? Like, is that what they're going to say? Or I thought we were supposed to have a through line that we want white people to understand that it's wrong and that they were wrong back in the day for discriminating against us based on our color. So then we can't now turn around and do the same thing that was done to us. Like, that's crazy. Everyone should have said, yes, I agree. But instead, it was crickets. So this is maybe what Nicki was talking about.
Bad no matter who it is against.
putting this out there, telling
To see the response or lack thereof from Carrie.
President putting this out there, telling people to sue. That's the question.
Because discrimination is bad no matter who it is against. And do we all agree that discrimination on the basis of race or sex is bad? Can we all say yes?
Yeah,
Harry, can you say yes to that?
Crickets. This is daggone shame, man.
But
you can't say that hey, things were a certain way back in the day and that was wrong, and then want to implement it today because it now benefits you. You can't do that, man. Well, I guess you can, but it's not right. It's not right. We covered a clip about maybe a month ago, 2 months, I guess at this point, 2 or 3 months ago, where, Hillary Clinton comes out there and says, hey, the biggest threat to the United States of America isn't, the Somalis stealing from us. It's not Islam wanting to, come and basically take over the country. It's not the homeless population. It's not, the swath of people that have, come through our southern border illegally. No, it's not them. It's Christians who happen to be white. That's the biggest threat. And I had to think about it for a quick second. And then once I came to the conclusion, I was like, you know what? Hillary Clinton's actually onto something. They are a threat. And Christians in general are a threat to the liberal agenda. Because what we do know is that their agenda is antithetical to the word of God. And when you have a group of people who vehemently believe that what y'all are talking about is antithetical to what we believe, we're going to stand up, speak out against it, march against it, fight against it, and tell you that you're wrong. So when she can come out and say something like this with no pushback on national TV, it makes complete sense. Because they truly believe it. And in all actuality, it is. Because the word of God is a direct enemy to the wicked, evil agenda of these people. And that's why you can have a Carrie Champion, part of the Boule, and others out there that will tell you that although they're wealthy, that, oh, I deserve these opportunities. They don't deserve these opportunities because what they look like. But if the situation was reversed or if it was the reciprocal of that, they'd be all up in arms in their feelings. These people are hypocrites.
And we'll leave it right there. These people are hypocrites because that's exactly what they are. It's hypocrites. That's exactly what they are, is hypocrites. And every time a woman that they say all black women should stick together, this is a black woman, and now they don't want to stick together. Now they're telling me she's a tether. But when I was telling them that the former vice president that was almost the president, Kamala, when I was saying she was a tether, they were saying say her name properly. They were just yelling at you to say her name. Oh, this guy's a joke. I made you clown. He's back. Okay. Oh, God. This guy's back. Now let's look at this one. I think she starts this one off a little different.
Our Furious. Name is and this
is Brian Anthony's logo.
Publicly about the Christianly and medical pieces. This one is about, hey, I can uplift little black girls without attacking.
Oh, I saw this one.
Why make
You understand? You have to be afraid.
This format, Kamala came out with Make the Stallion, how they had.
Hold on, he got it on the full screen. That's what the hell I'm talking about. That's why I went to this. Cause boy, look at here, the jury is still out. I'm talking about, man. Red or blue pill, red or blue.
Make the Stallion. Remember that? Kamala came out with Make the Stallion, twerking, yada yada yada, all this and that.
Yes.
Nicki ain't doing that on stage.
Oh, hold on now. Let's slow this thing down. She is slanging that thing. Yes.
They had Make the Stallion. Remember that? Kamala
tongue out. Oh, she got that sign up that Cam Newton was throwing up too. And look at that hand, y'all. She got the horns with the thumb out, and she throwing that thing, boy. Ooh. Cam Newton, you might be on to something. Cam Newton, so you get to get all these girls right here if you throw up that sign right there with the horn and the thumb. What the hell? And they get to throw it like that. Lord have mercy. She up under the Baphomet sign. That's what they saying. But she got her tongue out. Why is her tongue out? Anybody looking at it? She just nasty.
How they had Make the Stallion. Remember that? Kamala came out with Make the Stallion, twerking.
All right, let's go back to the show. Lord have mercy. We need Jesus, y'all. We need Jesus to come back. He need to hurry up. He need to come back quick. Tell my Kwame, wipe your mouth. He need to go ahead and come back. Yeah, come on back. Because boy, look at here. It looked better, but it ain't getting better. Look at the woman back there recording that ad. Lady, I need that film. Look at the lady in the back right there cheesing. Ooh, that black woman. No, I need that film, ma'am. I need to blow her face up and email her. Email me. Look at her. Y'all hear Kwame teach your girls, man. Oh, this is what a man sound like. It ain't my fault she up here shaking her ass. What I'm supposed to do? Say, this is disgusting. Oh, Meg, this is okay. Let me front. Yeah.
Like how they had Make the Stallion. Remember that?
Why would
Kamala
I like
came
that?
out with Make the Stallion,
Oh
twerking.
my God! You just need to put some clothes on and grow up. I'm such a grown adult. She just needs to grow up. Like, wow, who does this? But that lady back there, I need that film. Yeah, I need that film, lady. You know what to do. You got the right seat.
Yada artists and that. Nicki ain't doing that on stage. Now she could do it, but she's not, because that's not how we do things on this side during our events. Okay. Now, this is going to be about the industry. Speaking about the rap industry, music industry, Erika is asking Nicki, hey, have you been getting a lot of negative feedback from the music industry? Let's see the response.
I know that you are getting a lot of backlash from your own industry. What is your reaction to that?
I didn't notice.
Amen. I feel the same way.
Hey, that's how I feel too. It's like, look, I don't hear no comments. I'm Stevie Wonder. I don't see nothing. I don't hear nothing. It's whatever. So what? Haters gonna hate.
When people are like, what do you think about them? I'm like, I don't think about them.
Bingo. We don't even think about them.
We don't have time to. We're too busy building, right?
Yeah, we're the cool kids.
Okay.
The other people, they're the ones who are still just disgruntled, but really they're just disgruntled with themselves. They are angry with themselves, you guys. So you can't wake up and think about somebody who is determined to just stay mad. I literally tell them, stay mad.
Amen.
Stay mad. Because we're going to stay joyful, and peaceful and iconic and smart. Yes. And we're going to stay thinkers. In a world that doesn't want us to think, we will think by ourselves on our own.
Right on. And you know what? This kind of reminds me of Rihanna back in the day. Remember that shirt she had? It's think while it's still legal.
I gotta go get the full interview to see why everybody's so mad.
Remember that? See, they're kind of on the same page of my humble opinion, and I mean it. Continue to think, California,
Governor Newsom. Unless
get on rate. Imagine that.
Well, Mr. Newsom.
Now, before I get there, having a good time, she's only doing this because Same thing with some Earl Sears. She went to the Illinois and trying to get a you could do whatever you want. It wouldn't be to keep talking about how she is going to.
The current administration, what has been maybe the biggest surprise for you, or something that you just really has been put on your heart that you've learned about our president and our vice president?
Well, I have the utmost respect and admiration for our president. He has, I don't know if he even knows this, but he's given so many people hope that there's a chance to beat the bad guys and to win and to do it with your head held high and your integrity intact. He's from Queens, New York, like me. So, but
this is what they mad about. They ain't mad about nothing else, but this is what they mad about.
What it's shown me personally is sometimes, you know, even in the worst feeling times in your life, you think that you're never going to come back from it, but you do. And our president shows that. He's been through every single thing a person could be through publicly, having to constantly be lied on. It's not really that funny until you are in that person's shoes that's being lied on. You'll never understand what it feels like. That person is a human being. They have a family who has to read those lies. And that's not, and it's just not fair. But this administration is full of people with heart and soul. And they make me proud of them. Our vice president, he makes me, well, I love both of them, but they're both powerful men, smart, strong, all of that, but both of them have a very uncanny ability to be someone that you relate to. I can relate to them. When I hear them speak, I know that they're one of us. Like, I know that they're not, don't you guys agree?
And you know what? Observation. She sounds much better than a Kamala Harris. Just listen to her speak, articulate herself. She sounds better than Kamala, who they were trying to become, who they were trying to make her become the president. And Nicki Minaj not running for office. She's just giving her point of view. But she sounds 10 times better than who they had running for office, which is pretty crazy.
They haven't lost touch of the world. You know, they're still connected to the world and what's happening in the world, with the younger people and older people, with the richer people and not so rich people. They have the ability to still connect and be real and make us feel proud to be American.
Right on. Very well said. Nicki Minaj, look at you. So shout out Nicki Minaj.
Okay, so I still haven't found what she said wrong. Where's the part where she said, "Boys, let boys be boys"? Let's see. I'm gonna have to go through the whole interview. I need to find the part where she said, "Let boys be boys." Let's see if it's this part.
So what have you, I mean, you're an amazing mother. What have you seen that has been a struggle for young women today? And then also, since both of us have little boys, I would love for you to also talk about the male side of that question as well.
Okay, well, something that I've noticed recently is that for little girls, I think that no matter how you look, we should be trying to instill into them to be proud of how they look. Recently, in the media, it's almost been like a push to, it's not just making young Black children feel proud of themselves, but it's almost like doing that and at the same time telling other children not to be proud of themselves. And I don't want any child feeling that way. If as Black women, we felt that we were not being represented and not being admired for our beauty If we felt like that as Black women, why would we want to do that to other women? Why would we now need to make other people downplay their beauty so that we can feel, no, that's not how it works. I don't need someone with blonde hair and blue eyes to downplay their beauty because I know my beauty. Do you understand? It doesn't bother me that a woman feels and says that she's beautiful. Why should
Kwame, this is why I don't support dumbasses like you. Please stop podcasting. You don't make sense. How about we adjust that? First of all, you do support me because your dumbass signed up in order to post this comment. You had to become a subscriber. You had to wait 5 minutes to post this comment if you didn't already support me. So you do support me. And now I'm going to tell you to stop. Don't even make a point. Post. Just get the hell on. Because what don't make sense is a dumbass like you to come all the way over here, wait 5 minutes just to text me something to get blocked. Now that's dumb as hell. You're emotional. You got checked. Now get the fuck on.
shouldn't she feel that? Why have we gotten to a point where certain colors or certain kinds of people have to be afraid of loving themselves and loving the way they look? Like, isn't that wild? And so for little girls, I don't want what was done to little Black girls done to little white girls. I don't want it done to any girls. I want all the little girls in the world to know that you are unique. You are beautiful. You are you. And you can compliment another girl. You can compliment another woman and still know that you are epic and amazing. So
instead, what it sounds like, instead of Joe Button them being negative, what it sounds like is she's trying to unify the little Black girl and the little white girl. Because you know what I noticed? If you put two young, innocent Black girls and white girls together, they're not going to care about their color. They might have some differences. They might talk about it and point it out as innocent kids, but they're not going to do it in a way where it's malice. They're taught that by the adults. And so all Nicki is saying, let's let all girls have confidence, Black and white. She wasn't talking about dissing Black folks. Like, just think about it with an open mind for 1 second. She's just trying to point out, if you're going to shout out Black woman every 2 seconds, then somebody else might shout out white woman. And then if you get mad about that, then why shouldn't they be mad about you shouting out Black woman? Why not just shout out woman? You guys are all women. Let's not put a color on it. If y'all are like-minded, y'all are cool, and they're not racist, they're just women. And that's what I think she's trying to say. Stop the classifying of color. It's just separating people. That's it. There's nothing to be mad at.
that's what I would say for the girls. And I know I know my adults understand clearly where I'm going with that, where I'm getting, I don't like that. I don't like people making other people feel badly about themselves in any way. We need to nurture young girls. Yes, whether they are Black, white, Asian, Hispanic, they still need to be nurtured. They can.
Now, that don't sound like a unifying message to you? Whether it's white, Black, Hispanic, they all need to be nurtured. She's trying to say, hey, yes, I'm a beautiful Black woman. I love the strength of us Black women. But let's not be that bombastic with it. Let's not say Black women to overshadow and make it feel like. She didn't say that's what y'all were doing, to make another woman feel. Maybe she's had people in her life say, well, I'm afraid to say something, or I'm afraid to say that I'm white and I'm beautiful because I don't want to seem racist. So relax. It's not that serious. Even I'm taken by surprise. I never knew she was this well-spoken, just like I never knew you were this smart before 7 years ago, Mr. Brown. Salute. Yeah, sometimes people be quiet. Like Nicki probably is at the point where she's tired of being judged. Like Nicki is going to be judged for whatever she say. She could say, I love the Democrats and I love transitioning kids and this and that. And then everybody on the other side will not like her. And so she's finally at the point to where She doesn't give a Jiminy Crick. She's going to say what she feels, and if you don't like it, it's a you problem. Because everybody in this chat don't want nobody to tell them how to think and how to feel, and nobody care enough to tell you not to think and way to feel. But imagine living a life that all you wanted to do was rap, all you wanted to do was sing, all you wanted to do was play ball, and now somebody think they can tell you or get upset by the way that you think and feel. Oh, you have a lot of subscribers, you shouldn't be able to talk freely. What? That's what does that got to do with anything? This don't make any sense. But they'll let other people talk freely as long as they're disseminating a message that aligns with theirs. There's people that want to control who can talk, who can't, based on disinformation, misinformation, and hurting a group. They want to make everybody victims. If somebody ain't putting their hands on me, you're not aggressing me by talking. You're not using violent words. You're just running your damn mouth.
Not continue to pay for other people's sins, so they haven't done anything wrong.
Amen. And what do you think about for young men? For young men.
And for young men, don't be new scum.
I'm not checking. You talking about me? I'm not checking anyone for their opinion. I'm telling people I'm not fucking with you if you checking others for their opinion. If that's what you rock with, then I'm not rocking with that. She should be able to have her opinion without everybody saying, I don't fuck with her. If you don't agree with her opinion, you got every right to say you don't agree. Just state why. Not you, Randall KB. Okay. But that's what I'm saying. Anybody that's not rocking with her, I appreciate that. But anybody that's trying to stop people from their own opinion, and you can disagree all you want. You can have a healthy back and forth. You can cuss me out with your disagreement. But don't write me off because we don't agree. That's what I'm talking about. We are writing other individuals off based on if we don't agree with them or not. And I'm saying I'm the type of person I'll go back and forth with your ass to the T. But I'm not going to write you off because we don't agree. We just don't agree.
Yes. See, dear young men, you have amazing role models like our handsome, dashing president. And you have amazing role models like the assassin J.D. Vance, our vice president. And when I say that,
trust me, there's nothing new under the sun that I have not heard, so you're fine. Yes, we did. I love you. I love you.
Nope, I didn't go to college. Thank God. I think a lot of people were indoctrinated in college. I would have went to college to get a specialty degree and not learn all this social justice bullshit. I was going to go to get an engineering degree, which would have put me into what I'm doing now, which I would have been able to do most things on my own. But yeah, that's what I would have went to school for. I wouldn't have went to school to be trying to hear all this nonsense. Yes, I would have got into politics, but I would have got into real politics as far as what benefits the world as a whole and not my skin color.
You have to laugh about it, truly. I have been called every single thing, and you know what? God is so good, you let it roll right off your back. And this is what's so beautiful about this moment, because if the internet wants to clip it, who cares? I love this woman. She's an amazing woman. She has a soul and a heart for the Lord, and words are words, but I know her heart, and it doesn't even matter. And you say what you want to say because I know your heart. And I do not judge that.
Sister. Thank you. For boys, be boys.
Amen.
Be boys. It's okay. Be boys. It's nothing wrong with being a boy.
Amen.
How about that?
Amen.
How powerful is that? How profound is that?
Amen.
Boys will be boys, and there's nothing wrong with that.
Is that what everybody mad about? Is that what everybody mad about? Is that the attack on transgenders right there? Boys will be boys? Right. She called him an assassin when her husband was assassinated. That's why she said, oh, and she grabbed her mouth. She knew she made a gaffe. But we're talking about, is that it, what she said about boys? That's what they mad about? So the people that are not wanting to be boys anymore, what do they have to do with her talking about people that are actual boys that want to be boys? No, I don't understand it. She wasn't talking about transgenders. She wasn't talking about that community. She was talking about boys. Actual boys, people who want to be boys. So what's the problem? Do we want no boys to grow up to be men to marry our daughters? Like, what's the issue? That was it. Joe Budden is done. What the fuck did that have to do with trans? Oh my God. I told you they got to send a group after you. Remember when I told y'all from the beginning, y'all can call me crazy. Y'all can call me whatever. They have to get a group mad at you. Most black men, they send black women. But me, I've been able to dodge that for whatever reason. I guess I'm articulate enough to say that I'm not talking to all black women. I'm talking to one funky motherfucker. I don't believe all black women are monoliths. I don't believe they all act the same. If you believe that, that's you. Don't put your brainwashed ideology onto me. If I argue with one black woman, that's not all. That's not my mother. That's not my sister. I think you're stupid for saying that. And I'm the type that's articulate and aggressive sounding enough to say it to you and shout louder than you in public or online or whatever. That you sound stupid. Don't try to control me with this scare tactic that I'm talking about black women because I have a disagreement with one. That makes no sense. That's just a way to control the minds. I don't have a problem with my mother because I have a problem with the way you behave. They only run that game on us black men. The white boy already telling his mama to shut up and don't come in my room. So he don't give a damn what they say about his white mama. We the only one brainwashed enough to think our mamas wasn't that freaknik. My mama wasn't, but we the only one brainwashed enough to think that our mamas are just so golden that they never made no mistakes. And that's just the insecurities that they've exploited in some women. And that's the sad reality of it is. Everybody make mistakes. Everybody can be talked about. And she wasn't disrespecting the trans community. She was talking about boys. There's a such thing still called boys, right? They do grow up to be men. I was once a boy. Oh shit. Beautiful one says she went to freaking. Beautiful one, you wasn't on top of one of them cars, was you? Was you just there being nosy? Or was you there with one of them Chevy boys? Cause my brother, goddamn, he had a candy apple green Chevy with them brown peanut butter guts. I don't even think this girl knew his name. I still to this day, I don't even think she knew his name. She saw his car with that. He put a Cadillac gold grill on the front of a Chevy. That's what they were doing back then. They were taking Cadillac grills and dipping them in gold and putting them in front of them goddamn Chevys. And I don't even think that girl wasted time figuring out what his name was before she was naked. I don't even think she cared about his name. She saw that car. She said, "Nigga, I got to touch you." So I'm just saying. And then some of these situations result in children. And then these girls that do that be trying to tell a man, "Nigga, you ain't no good man." You nigga be looking at him, if you don't, this is what calls bad parenting right there. They be looking at her like, if you don't shut up, I fucked you on the top of a car. You know, that's what break for bad situations. You're not supposed to have kids in those situations. I'm just saying. You're not. You're talking about McGregor knee pad. You're definitely not. She said Daytona too. Okay, so beautiful one went through a phase just like I did. You know, I went through me a little phase. And she told me she just watched. That's what I said too at the time. But I went through a little phase. I watched until I wasn't. I watched. Yeah, I watched. I definitely watched. I'm just saying. There's something about a Chevy with them that's on them rims. You ain't got to do too much talking. I don't know. I'm just saying. And then those boys and those little girls be listening to their mama when the situation happened like that. And then it's just like, hey, what do you say? You just hit them with that egg body. I didn't know these people.
Y'all was quiet. When Meg Thee Stallion had her up on that stage twerking for Kamala Harris, nobody had to say. But now that it's Nicki, everybody has a problem. For whatever reason, the Barbs are mad. The internet is on fire, and Nicki Minaj obviously just started a mega revolution, and I am here for it. Let me tell y'all, sis is not only the queen of rap, but she's definitely giving queen of politics, because the way she shut down that stage with Erika Kirk over the weekend, baby, she definitely did her thing. The fact that Nicki stood on that stage and stood for what she believed in spite of the backlash that she obviously knew that she was going to get from the Democrats, from the Barbs, as well as everybody else, speaks volumes to me. That woman stood on that stage as a mother, as a wife, as an entrepreneur, as an artist, and she did her damn thing. Do you hear me? If she was to ever cross over into politics, she definitely would have my vote, because she did a hell of a job in spite of what everybody got to say. She was not ghetto, she was not ratchet, and she damn sure wasn't giving hoodlum, okay? And I feel like that's why everybody really mad.
We've got to talk about Nicki Minaj, because she pulled up to the AmFest and really shut it down. Really shut it down. I mean, Nicki Minaj being there absolutely went viral. And I want to talk about it a little bit, because I think it says a lot about where culturally this country is heading. Okay, now, I want to get into a couple more clips before we get into the meat and potatoes, of course. And yeah, let's jump into it.
Nicki Minaj. My girl just stepped on the stage at AmFest and said the most illegal thing you can say in 2025 without a permission slip from the left. Parents, let your boys be boys. There's nothing wrong with being a boy. Yes, the sun's shining on my face with that one. Now, before anyone starts hyperventilating into a reusable tote bag,
Now, he's hyperventilating, but everybody else mad. Everybody else mad. Now, this is Doc Ritchie, original content. Doc Rich. Shout out to him, go sub up. But he got a compilation that he put together because he's highlighting the positive change. I don't understand why people always focus on the negativity, but the positive people that are saying things like, yes, she speaks and she represents a part of America that is a real thing. I don't know why people want to denigrate this woman and acting like she's a one-off. She's not a one-off. There's a lot of people that feel this way. And a lot of people are going to be inspired by what she said.
didn't say hate anyone, didn't say ban anything. She said boys are boys. And apparently that's now a 5-alarm emergency. Nicki Minaj, of all people, just did what half of Hollywood is too spineless to do. Speak like a normal human being, one who remembers biology, childhood, and common sense. Oh, they're about to lose this. I can see the headlines now. Why Nicki's statement is secretly violent. Why masculinity is a gateway drug. Why allowing boys...
Why masculinity is a gateway drug. He said, why masculinity is a gateway drug. Goodness gracious. Oh, I told you yesterday. That's why I was like, I got to make sure I have the time to talk about this. Nicki just shut down the world. They're going to try to find reasons to amplify the things that people may not agree with or may not understand why she said it. Because most people will not take the time to find out why. Who, the why, the what, the when. What the fuck are you getting straight to anger for if you hadn't had a conversation with the person? Why did you say this? I just want to know why you said it. And she'll tell you everything you need to know. There's a clip right there of a white woman asking, hey, blase, 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 do you agree? Crickets.
To climb trees is fascism.
You know, the funny thing about what he's saying is it's 100% true. 100% true. These people are losing their minds. losing their minds. Oh my goodness, why her statements are fascist. I mean, it is absolutely crazy. Absolutely crazy stuff. And, of course, the white liberals had to chime in as well.
I stepped away from the Democratic Party a few years ago, and ever since then, I continue to be amazed by how racist white liberal men are. This popular white liberal creator just told Nicki Minaj, a black woman, to go back to twerking because she spoke out against Gavin Newsom. Sounds a lot like you're telling her to go back to the plantation. Now, mind you...
Wait a minute. He told her to go back to twerking. Jared Schultz said, Nicki, we miss watching you twerk instead of being fascist. Wow. Mark Lamont Hill, your soft, mushmelly ass ain't got nothing to say to Jared. Joe Buttons, your drug addict looking like ass don't got nothing to say to Jared. Y'all got something to say about what this woman said, and a white man is out here saying that he would rather watch her twerk than to have her talk. See, this is why I be by myself. I can't do it. I'm sorry. This is why I always sound like I got an attitude. I can't. Everybody want to sound pro-black and act pro-black when we got Jared doing this.
Because she spoke out against Gavin Newsom. Sounds a lot like you're telling her to go back to the plantation. Now, mind you, one of the reasons why Nicki Minaj is angry at Gavin Newsom is because he claims that he wants to see trans kids, which is just a very wildly predatory statement, no matter what your stance is on to see trans.
The governor wants to see trans kids. There's no governors that's done more pro-trans legislation than I have. That's running on an agenda. It doesn't even make sense. Why would you even want to see kids? You're a governor, you're a grown man. If you said you wanted to see my kid, I think you're a freakazoid. He's politicizing the group that he knows is the most powerful. So they're all going to say, "Ooh, Gavin Newsom is trans ally." And then they all go run and give their vote. This is a shame.
Kids, which is just a very wildly predatory statement, no matter what your stance is on the issue. Nicki called him out and said, shouldn't you want to see healthy, happy, and safe kids? Well, in the state of California, Gavin has made that. He called him out and said.
So this is Nicki going against trans kids, because imagine being a guy running on wanting to see trans kids. Ha ha ha. Not even a trans adult would run on that. Normal adults wake up and they think they want to see healthy, safe, happy kids. And you idiots thought that meant she's against trans kids because she's saying, do not only wish health and do not just want to see trans kids, because you could, when a governor is that open and saying things like that, you can dissuade other kids that's not getting that type of attention to want to go chase that type of attention, not even understanding what it even means. So that's why if you're going to judge somebody else for being popular and having a large platform and saying things, don't you think you should hold the governor to task? The governor of the state of California, one of the biggest states in the United States, is saying they want to see more trans kids. We have an obesity problem in the United States. We have a health problem. Why does he want to see just more trans kids instead of healthy kids? I want to know the answer to that. That doesn't mean I'm against trans kids. I want to know why he's not including all kids. Oh, I guess I just got canceled. I guess I just got canceled for asking the obvious. Is the governor running so that he can get the group that has the most power behind him? I think that's right. I think I'll take A, that the governor just said that to get the most powerful group in his corner. Money-wise, position-wise, everything. That's why they won't answer the question, and that's why they just go after and attack Nicki Minaj.
Shouldn't you want to see healthy, happy, and safe kids? Well, in the state of California, Gavin has made that wish quite difficult. Then you have Gavin Newsom's director of communications calling Nicki Minaj a stupid hoe while throwing her merchandise in the trash. If anyone is a stupid hoe, it's Gavin Newsom and everyone involved while throwing.
Oh, yeah. Now we got white folks calling Nicki Minaj a stupid hoe. Now she's a dumb, stupid hoe. Wow. This is what they really think about you. Soon as she say something they don't like, oh, last Thanksgiving, my grandfather, after blessing the food, told us to go and vote. I yelled out, Trump 2024, pissed off everybody. Blame MLK. That's crazy, man.
Her merchandise in the trash. If anyone is a stupid hoe, it's Gavin Newsom and everyone involved that didn't have water in the fire hydrants during the Palisades fires. That was objectively stupid hoe behavior. Californians are suffering on the streets, and instead of protecting citizens, we have a sassy white man from Gavin Newsom's office calling a self-made affluent black woman a stupid hoe. Nicki Minaj started.
It's okay for the left to call us names, but the moment we call them any type of name, it's an existential crisis. Oh my goodness, you're a phobe, you're this, you're that. Hold on, but it's okay for y'all to call us all types of names under the sun. That's fine. That's fine and dandy, right? And one thing that I've never understood is when people throw away things that they paid for already. I just don't. I don't understand that. You're gonna throw
Because that hurt Nicki's feelings. She already got the money off of it. She ain't got to worry about it no more. She probably been spent the money, but they upset. So of course they're gonna be mad at Nicki. Of course. So here's the portion where I want to drop the link. Shout out to Doc Rich. You want to hear the rest of it, go check them out. I want to drop the link because I just want to hear a couple of minutes of what people think about this. Are y'all ladies falling for this brainwashing? Do you guys got to think the same? Do black women have to all vote Democrat? Is that a part of your Divine Nine and all the stuff that you're a part of? Do you guys have to vote the same way? Are you guys gonna get a spanking? Is that the reason why they say y'all are so strong, because y'all all got to be the same? Because there is strength in numbers. Do all y'all rather twerk instead of sit down and talk like Nicki? Come speak for yourself, black women. I'm just asking. I don't know nothing. I'm just asking. Do y'all want to be represented by a black woman who's twerking or a black woman who's talking to you and saying that we can't have anybody in power that doesn't have a Christian base religious background? And I'm saying, I don't think she's saying that you can't be Muslim or any other religious group, but I think she's saying that if you're going to talk down or be okay with the genocide of Christians, then that's not cool at all. That you should, nobody, I wouldn't vote against anybody's religion. I wouldn't vote against Muslims. I wouldn't vote against, if that's your religion, I'm gonna respect it. So Christian and Christianity should be respected as well. Bishop, this is the wrong channel for you, brother. And I said women, sir. I mean, I'll let some other men come up and speak, but Bishop, I think you be on that other stuff. I don't want to argue. I don't want to get crazy. So I don't know. Maybe I'm judging you, but you have to come up on the other channel and display a certain behavior before you come up on my main channel. Oh, he's upset. He's upset. Scared to hit the panel. Scared to show his face. Always another man. And then always talking about what I'm doing. I'm radio, but you LeBron and MJ at the same time. Make that make sense. He LeBron and MJ. He must be a double loser. He trying to be two great people at the same time. So he must feel like a small, midget, minute shoestring of a man. That's okay. It's your business, not my business, brother. Calm yourself. But ladies, the link is here. I would like to know. I see some people saying it in the chat. Hell no. Let them come up, KB. No. We got to protect the channel. I got flagged yesterday already. I can't do it. The only Christian, the only religious background that's attacked is Christianity because that's the only true one. Well, I'm not going to say what's the only true one. I'm not going to tell people what their religion is to them. But I do know that there's a problem with people and others wanting to tell others what to think. And I think that's the unhealthy reason why a lot of things don't change. Stop lying to my chat. I'm not lying to my chat. Why don't you hit the link and stop being in the chat? The link is right there. For all the cowards out there, don't be a liberal crybaby. I make myself available. Come hit the link. Don't be a chat punk. Hit the link and stop being scared. Share your thoughts and ideals. I don't do the fast talking. This is not CNN. We're going to articulate. We're going to talk, and you'll be able to speak as long as you chill out. If you hit the link, you gangster. Yeah, because they already know what time it's going to be. Because they're going to come up here with their emotions. I've heard Beautiful One and a few ladies in the chat just say no. And I know it's some of these women out here working, so they're not going to be able to hit no link. And they're going to say no anyway, and that's it. So I respect their answer. But maybe the detractors that think Nicki is wrong, why don't y'all come up? I see why. I figured out why they can't hit the link. It's the same couple of people on multiple accounts, and you will notice their voice. Yeah, and then they're going to come up emotional as hell for no reason. For no reason. Now, if we were beefing and arguing and going together, going crazy, then they would be fine. Oh, okay. They'd rather do this. MAGA Kwame Brown, your soul is lost. You worship fascists. Okay. Nicki wasn't talking about fascists up there. She was talking about God. She was talking about boys being boys. You came up with fascists because that's what they told you to say on the TV. You notice you won't say what she actually said. You just say a word that the mainstream media is brainwashing these people to say. They're talking about fascism now, when she actually said out of her mouth is about Christianity and boys being boys. How is she talking about putting a race above somebody when she was talking about boys being boys in Christianity? I just want to know. Hit the link and tell me, how is she putting a race above another race by talking about boys being boys and about Christianity? So this is what these guys always do. Rights, facts, receipts, and truth are not tolerated on Bus Life Radio. But the link is in the chat for you to come out of the chat and stop being a coward. Stop hiding behind Michael Jordan and LeBron and come up here and say it for yourself. Come up here with the facts and all the stuff you're talking about. Because I know you said fascism and she was talking about Christianity and boys being boys. I don't know how that has anything to do with fascism, but if you want to come up here and tell me how it does, then come on. Liberals here equal cowards. Yeah. If Nicki Minaj would say, let boys be girls, they would be praising Nicki right now. But listen, man, that's my time. You were welcome to state whatever you stated, but you stayed in the chat being a coward. So we don't hear chat cowards. I'm about to jump on this road. I have to bounce. You guys have a blessed morning. I'm up out of this thing. Appreciate everybody who super chatted. I'm up out of this thing. I'm gone.